It's really just the Jets chamber pot. Oh,
we suck at stuff.
To Garrett Wilson.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch!
That was all Zach, everybody. Oh, Quinn gets him. Yeah!
Yes!
Look at this.
Get in there!
Shit, everybody. A real live offensive touchdown. Got pressure. Run, you idiot. Here we go. Oh, that's a catch. That's a catch. All right, everybody. Garrett Wilson doesn't give a shit. Look at Zachy Poo, huh? Let's go, Zod. Gets it around the end. Run, little guy. Touchdown.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? I believe in Zod. Let's go, Jets. Yeah! Jets football, Jeremy. We're back again. It's an amazing conclusion to a terrible season, my friend. But we are here to close it out. How are you doing? Are you excited for today, Jeremy?
Yes and no, I guess. It's kind of like, it depends on how you look at it. You know, it depends on how you approach the week. I feel like there's no way to get a win-win out of this. It's kind of like this kind of double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword, Jeremy says. You know what that term means, everybody? It means that no matter what happens, you're getting cut. It sucks. You know what I mean? It's like there is no good or bad entirely, right? Like, so you have plenty of folks that are going, man, let's win. Let's beat the Patriots, end the streak, send Bill Belichick packing with a big old L in his bag to take wherever he's going. But then, you know, you got the very, very realistic possibility that we back up a few spots in the draft, maybe even out of the top 10. And then you got the people like, dude, just lose and get the damn draft pick. But then you 16 straight losses. You end the season with a big old L against a division rival again. You know, Belichick gets to punch you in the jaw one last time on his way out of town. Doesn't matter. So what I've chosen to do today, Jeremy, here's my choice. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm going to watch some football. I'm going to laugh my balls right off my body. I'll scoop them up at the end and figure out what to do with my balls later. I'm going to laugh them right off my body, and I'm just going to be happy with whatever happens. If we kick their ass, yay! If we suck, woohoo! I don't care. That's what it is. And I care to the degree I'm going to watch this shit show, of course, and I love my New York Jets and all that stuff. But, dude, am I really going to be able to get, myself lathered up one way or the other? I hope not. I'm always susceptible because I'm quite the deranged, ridiculous person. But I don't know, man. I just think let's have a good time with everybody in the chat. Dakota's here. Tony's here. G-Man is here. GreenBean shit to bed. Nah, I just needed a minute. That's all. I just needed a minute. I'm here, dude. You know what it was? I had to, it was like quarter after. I was just walking back to get set up, meet Jeremy a few minutes, and I realized this is the truth of it. I realized I don't have my Diet Coke or anything like that, and I didn't have these things. So I was like, oh, shit, I got to go get the things. So that's what happened. So I was 3 minutes late because of that. But I love you guys. The New York Jet 15 is here. Thank you well, you're welcome, dude. Thank you guys for being here. Sincerely, man. I love you guys. My buddy Eric Craig is in the house. Good to see Eric. You know what, Eric? Because of your comment right there, I'm kickstarting the Coaster channel again. I want you to know that. I have lots of stuff, lots of footage I never showed. I'm excited to I'm still going to be obviously doing Jets as much, even more so in the off season. Monday Night Mock starts February 5th, everybody. Dom C and I will be digging deep. Maybe Jeremy will stop by. I had some requests from MYJ Mike wants to come on. Maybe Richie and those guys. We'll have a fun time with our mocks this year. But yeah, I'm going to throw the Coaster channel. I got some other stuff we're going to do. I'm going to be looking at I'm going to dig into, hey, how about this, Jeremy? What if I get into politics? Doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound calming and relaxing? Start a political channel. Yeah.
I would advise against that.
No matter what I say, I'm going to lose half of fucking whatever.
That's right. Half your
That's
crap.
the last place I'm going. Cy Thompson back in the house. Rob Granu's here. I know. Hey, so look, Rob wants to beat him. I'm with you, man. Look, if that happens, I'm going to be skiddly ding dong. That's what I'm going to be. If it was up to me, though, just to be clear, if it was up to me, I'm losing out. I don't give a shit. And Garrett Wilson wants to cry. Just pipe down. You're under contract for 3 more years if we want you. And we'll just win next year with you, dude. Don't worry about it. We'll get you another, he'll make a Pro Bowl next year. He'll bounce up in the, in the rankings, so to speak, and then the money. It's all good, dude. Relax. Everybody's piped down. You're not going anywhere. Martin Georgiev, chef of music, is here. Nice. That's
Love
right. Snowing. Clifford is here. Look at Cliff. He's here. Right. We're still here. Right. We're just still here, dude. We're just stay here. CD Lamb's in the house, or is that Charlie? Maybe it's Charlie Lamb. Maybe it's Ching Chang Ram. I don't know. We're definitely winning today because, of course, that's how I feel. But again, if we do, I'm going to cheer it. I don't care. I just don't care. Johnny Jimenez, what's up, Jeremy? Do you care?
Do I care?
Yeah, like really care. Are you going to get mad
No,
tonight?
no, I don't really care. But I will say, I think that there's a correlation between caring about losing for the draft and how much film you watch and how into college football you are versus 10 years ago, versus 5 years ago, before I ever looked at college. And I was just the guy who said, well, who cares if we pick 8 or 12? We'll get a good player. But after looking at the tape, a guy that talks to Dom C every day, I talk to Dom C every day.
Oh, you guys are friends again?
Of course we're friends.
Well, you didn't tell me. I
watched film with him. When you take it to that
Jeremy
level,
and Dom were fighting. I don't know if you know that. It was something about pizza ratings or something.
But when you watch that much film and you talk about the players and you watch it, you care more because there's certain players you want.
Yes. There are certain players you like, right? And it's funny. I tell people all the time, right? Like, when I was looking at the draft years ago, I never have the time to really dig into college football. I watch when I can, but I don't have that passion in the same way I do for NFL football. But I do have a passion for like evaluation, like in the offseason. I like that period. There's just too much for me to keep track of during the year. It is what it is. I watch UVA when I can here. I like to watch some of the bigger teams. I like to watch Ohio State when I can, stuff like that. But the evaluation, I've been going deep into this shit since high school. And granted, I wasn't very good at it. I would just kind of look and go, oh, these guys sound good. But now it's like the information available is ridiculous these days. And you can really kind of zero in on what skill sets and all the stuff that you really like. So it is kind of painful when you go back in the draft a little bit. But yeah, we'll talk more about that, I'm sure. We got like 3.5 hours together. Jet 41's back in the house. Good to see you, man. I hope all's well with you out there. Tom Cahill, stick a fork in this thing. It's dead. It's done, Tom. Stick a fork in it. Flexus Maximus. Yeah, totally. You see the difference, right? Now, granted, look, the Texans don't have like a great offensive line. I think they're 20th, but we're 30th right now. Like our line is 30th in the league. Which isn't 32nd, which is mind-blowing to me that there's worse. Can you fucking imagine? It's got to be the Commanders and the Panthers or something. But so the line is worse. But the Texans have the 20th ranked offensive line, I believe it is. And you see what a quarterback can do with that. Like not half, but at least a portion of that is what he's able to do, right? But yeah, what an impressive kid, man. I would love it if the guy we drafted just kind of showed you from the beginning, I'm the man. I'll get better. I got my warts, but I'm the man. I'd like to see that. TJ Bootergate. Let me say that right. TJ Butgerite is in here. Thank you for the start me up super chat. I love that. It's as simple as this to me. The first 7 picks will be some order of Williams at Caleb Williams, May, right? The other the quarterbacks. Daniel's another quarterback. You got the wide receiver. I always want to call him Michael Harrison. I don't know what that is. I don't know who the hell's Michael Harrison, but I say it half the time at least. Marvin Harrison Jr., you got Malik Neighbors, Fasanu, Joe Alt, the tackles. You got 2 receivers, 3 quarterbacks, 2 tackles there. We need one of those players to trade the right to take one of those players. We need one of those players, or to trade the right to, I agree. You know, the thing is now people are saying if you don't get one of those, trade back. But you don't forget it takes 2 to tango. And where do you trade back to? Who's up there? If those 7 guys are gone, like even Daniels is gone, who's trading up for who? Who you got left that somebody's going to give capital for to move up? I think unless they love a Penix or somebody like that, right? I mean, or you got Knicks, right?
Right, or JJ McCarthy might ball out in the championship game. You know,
there's a good point. You got some of the right. Okay,
serious prospects.
Right? Maybe Kool-Aid, right? Maybe somebody on the defensive. Because look, all those guys are offense. What a crazy draft! Last year wasn't that way. The 2 years ago was all defense up top, except for quarterbacks always find their way up top. But then you got the it was like edge, linebacker. It was cornerbacks. I mean, look at that. It was the guy from Jacksonville, that first edge. Then you had Aiden Hutchinson. Then you had what's his face? Stingley, Sauce, right? It was crazy. Yeah. All defense.
And we have to remember that it's only January. You know, 3 years ago at this time, where was Zach Wilson? Where was Mac Jones? Mac Jones wasn't a first-round prospect in January of the year of his draft.
Correct. Zach was considered a bottom of the first at best. He might have even been considered a second-round pick. And all of a sudden, it was like, look at this kid's intangibles. Yeah, look, no, not even intangibles. Look at his athletic abilities, right?
Right. And Trey Lance came out of nowhere. It was supposed to be Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence in January of that year.
And Fields ended up being the 4th, right? Crazy. Yeah. Our buddy. So thank you, TJ. Our buddy Harry's over. What bar are you at again, Harry? I saw it. He goes to this bar down there. Let me see if I can tell you where Harry is. If anybody wants to go meet Harry, he's at Tailgaters in the Port St. Lucie area. So go see Harry. Go sit next to Harry. He's gonna get some wings and shit. That's our buddy. He's
just imagining all these old guys in Tommy Bahama shirts.
It's great. Yeah, Bradigan's in the house. Good to see Bradigan. Always a pleasure to have you, Chris. James Thompson's here. We are not winning with Hackett. You really think Bill are going to take a loss? I don't know. I can see things. I can make a case on either side of this one, James. But I will say, if Bill's trying to win today, I see no way that Hackett's going to outsmart him defensively. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? Offense to Bill's defense, I mean. Mr. Forte's in the house. I care enough to know that none of us, including the Jets brass, have any answers. I got all the answers, though, Mr. Forte. Bet your balls on that. If they said GreenBean, if they called me tonight and said, hey, look, don't tell anybody, but we really want you to come in. We'll fly you in tomorrow and, we'll just sit down. We'll pay you a couple grand to sit down. Maybe if we like your ideas, we'll give you I would be like, fucking, let's go. I'd call my work and say, I need a couple days. And I'd be up there and I'd fix everything overnight. Overnight, Mr. Forte. Well, then again, I'm a little bit deranged. So who knows? J-Boy's here. It's good to see you guys, man. This is the day we beat them. Of course it is. Of course it is. And it is that day because there is significant, like any other game leading up to this one, there was less for the Patriots to gain by us winning. This is the maximum gain for Pats and Pats fans by losing to us. It's the only time in 20 years that it actually benefits them. So they're going to do it. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Who cares? Big and Funky Productions. Was the tackle the Patriots picked in front of us in round one worth a damn? Well, it wasn't the Patriots didn't take a tackle. They traded their pick to the Steelers who took the tackle. And yes, Broderick Jones is doing okay. He's better than what we've been trotting out there. So, who's really doing good is Anton Harrison, the guy who was still there that I loved.
Yeah. Antoine Harrison was the guy that a lot of us, we talked about him and everything, and we could have taken him and
for free. Would have been great. But he was a reach, everybody. He was a reach. Gives a shit,
That.
you know? And I'm not for nothing. I mean, he wasn't I didn't think he was going to be the best tackle, but he was kind of my number one because I knew we weren't in the top, 10. So I was like, dude, just take Anton Harrison. He's going to be a stud one way or the other. And he is. It's crazy. Kenobi clones here. What's up, buddy? Papa Yeti's in the house. This is great. You guys are the best. Snoopy's back. I don't care either way. Lose, it's not. It's whatever to me. Yeah, right. That's where I am, Snoop. I swear to God. Matt C. They better win. Right. See, it depends on where you are. And I don't give a shit one way or the other. I respect all you guys. Like, I'm just done fighting with you. You know what I mean? Feel how you want to feel. I draft all tight ends. No, I would not. That's just what Jeremy has you believing. But I might draft one. That's the truth.
I have to believe it.
Yeah, Jeremy just has everybody believing that shit because he does the GreenBean draft every year.
I do my annual GreenBean draft. The best part is that I traded.
Oh, he froze again. Look at
down a bunch to accumulate like 20 picks. That was the best.
So to
part.
take more tight ends, right? You took every tight end in the draft.
I took one positional player other than tight end just to be more obnoxious, and it was an edge.
Yeah, right there, and an edge rusher because we don't need him. But look, I do love the tight end position, as you know. I think it's the most versatile position on the offense. Running back, you can argue, of course, but I think tight end is if you get a tight end that can legitimately block and can legitimately catch. I mean, they're everywhere, right? I think if you have a few of those on your roster, you embolden everything. The running game, the passing game, misdirection, confusion, they play such a vital role. The fact that position is devalued blows my mind, dude. Should be more valuable than wide receiver in my position, in my opinion. Honestly, I think that. I'm alone. Maybe I'm alone. Who cares?
Certainly works for Baltimore. I mean,
dude, did you see what they did? I mean, Kolar, dude, the tight ends go down, they got more. You know what I mean? Our tight end goes down. It's like, at least we got Ruckert and Yeboah coming on. Yeboah was laying the wood last 2 weeks, man. I love him. I hope Yeboah sticks. I really do. Like, stop just hating players for no reason. Like, look at what they can do. Look at what they do and just use them, dude. If they play well, use them. If they don't, get them off the damn field. It's just simple shit. Stop with all this kind of like overthinking political. We paid him. I don't care. He sucks. He sucks. He's good. He's good. That's simple. Q says, thank you, GreenBean and Jeremy, for your coverage. Yeah, man. And thank you for hanging with us, bro. For real. This is the best. This is the best shit. Krauthammer checking in. This is great. This is a donation from a Patriots fan in the hopes it helps the Jets win. Take the W. I don't want it. Guys, for all the people, this is beautiful. Thank you, Krauthammer. This just says it. Dude, look at this. A Patriot fan checking in to tell us he gave $20 just to say to Jets fans, I hope you win. So this W, just make sure we know this. Yes, it ends the streak. Yes, we punch Bill Belichick. We give Belichick a little fat lip potentially on his way out of town. So that's positive. Right. And it's positive for guys like Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and all that. It's right. There's positives there. But the truth is, it would hurt Pats fans more if we lose today. That's the truth. They want the L. They want it. I'm so grateful you checked in. I really am. Jeremy, you got to check that internet today, Sugar Plums.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's the third time you got a real good hard stop.
Oh, they desperately want their quarterback, New England, right? So they have every reason to want to lose.
Well, right. And they're at 3 right now. So if they lose, they're locked in at 3. If they win, they could bounce back a couple spots. So because then they're in the 5-win range. And then there are teams, there's 3 or 4 or 5-win teams right now. If they lose, which it looks like most of them are gonna, or at least have a very realistic chance to lose. Look at all the snow up there in Foxborough. Holy shit. I love it. This is going to be a blast. This is going to be fun. Some real live football with some real live snow in an open air stadium. The Pats have grass too, don't they? Or they have that shitty rubber balls too. I forget. Rubber balls. What are we? What are we doing? You know what I mean? But Krauthammer, thanks for checking. Hey, Krauthammer, do me a favor. hit the subscribe button and give me some milk thumbs. That's the old thumbs up button. Hit that thing for us, and we'll send you a little peace and love on the way out of here. I'm not very traditionally that nice to Pats fans, but I like what you're saying here. I do. It's great. And guys, I said, all Jets fans, pay attention. Pay attention to what he's saying. Pats fans would be upset if they win today. So there you go. That means a lot to me. It's not just about the Jets. It's about the fans for me. I want pain. I want people to feel what I fucking feel. You know what I mean? I'm a resentful, grumpy bastard, and I know that. I am aware. It's funny. I was on a show on the Round Table last week with like a Miami fan and a Bills fan. I just said, just so you guys know, I got nothing to root for, so I'm just specifically rooting against, and I want maximum pain for you guys to just understand all my takes are born in that mindset. So it's important to know that. I'm a hateful son of a gun at this age in my life. So let me just see here. So, all right, what else we got here? Nick Russo's here. He says, if they fly you in and wine and dine you, do you really need a couple of grand? Yes, because they owe it to me for, all the shit that look at this. I've been buying jet shit my whole life. Yes, I want it. Got to give me a couple grand. I mean, if they flew me in just to wine and, yeah, I'll fly in. Why not? But if I'm going to give them any of my ideas, it's a grand for any idea. Grand per idea. I got 100,000 of them. So that's $26 million. I don't know how to count, so there's that. All right, here we go. Hold on. We'll do this thing.
Well, how many ideas did you have?
What's that? What'd you say?
I said, how many ideas did you say you had?
100,000. So 1,000 times 100, that's $1 billion.
$100 million. Yeah.
No, that'd be $1 billion. 1,000 times 100,000. No, that's 100 billion. 1,000 is $1 billion. It's a million. Wait,
1,000 is
1,000 is $1 million. So 1,000, 100,000 will be 100 million. You're right. Right. Yeah. There you go. Why am I arguing with a math professor?
I don't know.
All right, let's get some predictions. Look at this. The tail of the tape. 0 wins to 15, 10.9 points to 28 points. 33 turnovers to how many? What did it say? Anybody see that? That's the tail of the tape. The Jets have sucked and the Patriots have dominated. That's all we need to know. Milton says, beat the effing Patriots, F the draft position. I'm tired of hearing my wife, Pat's fan, talk shit. Oh, Milton. Well, yeah, dude. I get it. For Milton, right. Somebody brought up, wait, Jeremy, listen to this. Somebody brought up a really good point to me the other day. I think it was in my comment section. They said, think about all the dads who have been Jets fans for 20, 30, 40 years, who bought tickets to this game, like they're up there in New England. They bought tickets to the game months ago, thinking, all right, Aaron Rodgers, we're going to beat him. And they're going to this game with their kids. You know what I mean? Don't you want to see the win for them? I said, you know what? That is a strong point, dude. And I feel for those folks. I do. So again, I'm torn. That's why I'm just gonna say whatever. I'm with Milton, dude. Milton's got to shut that wife of his up, for God's sake. She's had 20 straight years.
But if she's a knowledgeable fan, she might after the Jets win, she might turn and look and say, "Thank you very much, Drake May."
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. You've done nothing for 20 years, and then you finally give us a gift on the right, Milton. I don't know, man. Well, let's get our predictions, guys. Let's see. Q starting us up. 13-3 tie. Yeah, 13-13 tie. That'd be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? I would love it. I would cheer that. I would cheer it. Eric Craig says, GreenBean math, no good. Right, exactly. Wild Wave checking in. Good to see you, buddy. Cy Thompson says 12-13 Pats. That now we're talking. I'd like to see some offense today, no matter what. You know what I mean? I just don't want to see a boring 9-hour game.
I need the Jets to score at least one touchdown,
Right, offensively,
Tight ends.
Yeah, Yeboah. Right, maybe 2. Yeboah and Kuntz. I'd like to see it. Dude, Jeremy, I would love to. Jeremy has a bet out there. If Yeboah and Kuntz score a touchdown today, he wins 16 grand. Actually, $15,990. That's what you win. because he put $10 on that shit. James Thompson, 28-3 Pats. I know. Very possible. Tony Alexo, 13-9 Patriots. Ed the Red says all he wants is the Pats to be Belichick to be done. 13-10, though, is his prediction. I know. Anders, he should have. He should have said, hey, missed this one. And he said, fuck you. I'm trying to go to the Pro Bowl. You know, that's the thing. You can't do that too. You can't ask a player to go out there and shank, but you can put the players out there that are more likely to do that. That's the whole thing about tanking. It's like the Jaguars when they took over the first overall pick in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. What did they do? They benched everybody. They benched Minshew. They benched all the people that could potentially play well. That's what they did. That's how to tank. You don't ask players. Like, I understand what Saul is saying. You're going to tell Garrett Wilson or Breece Hall to no. I'm saying put Brownlee and Irv Charles and Izzy. That's who you put out there. You know what I mean? Right. If they win, then they win, you know? But you put the guys out there that are less experienced, less dominating, less talented. That's what you do if you're tanking. Jets will beat the Belly Pats today 4-3. 2 safeties or 1 field goal and an extra point somehow. They just let us do that. That'd be funny. Casey Dog says 3-0 Pats. Oh, God, Casey Dog. That would be brutal. That'd be brutal. Snoopy says deep down he wants to L. That's where I am, but I'm going to cheer for everything. Oh, look at that. Are they starting the game? The game's starting. Look at this. It's kickoff, Jeremy.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that. A little Shankaroonie. And it goes out. Touchback nonetheless. Okay, another NFL touchback. Kenny A.O. Boss. My prediction is 10-13. Pats kicker gets the game winner. Yep, that's fun. Kevin Callahan says 3-6. Pats. Jets will win 17-14 from Misdirect. Look at him blowing off the lines. It's a new way. Blowing off the lines instead of blowing the lines. There you go. 3-0 says the Snoops. Mott Zone checks in 12-10. Coin flip on who gets what. Okay, here we go. We got whoever Bailey Zappi under center. He hands the ball off into a very stout Jets front four. Franklin Myers in there.
Is that Sherman came up? That made that
Hank Sherman? Sherwood?
Sherwood.
Oh, Sherman. I'm like, who's that?
Sherman T. Potter from
Jetasonic says 20-3. 40 Jet 41, 17-16 loss. Hunter Beckwith says, hey, a tie would break the streak. Technically, but it wouldn't be a win. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8, everybody. Bailey Zappi, we got some motion. They're all settled in. Here comes Jermaine Johnson. Fake handoff. He's pushing his guy back. It's a screen, almost a pick by Solomon Thomas.
Wow.
Wow, everybody.
You're about 4 seconds ahead of me, I think.
Oh, yeah? There's a little hot sauce for everybody. All right, I got to skip past the we'll do a couple more. Brian D says 13-6 Pats. Milton says 6-0 Jets. Harry checking in from Tailgaters in Port St. Lucie. 31-3 Jets or lose. But that's the score either way. I like that, Harry. Purple Tape checking in 23-21. And Sean Bennett, here we go. 3rd and 8. He throws the ball deep. Oh, and he gets scared. Did you see it? He was scared. He pulled his arms in, dude. That's what we call alligator arms. That's what we call them. Look at him. He gets scared. He goes, that's all me. Oh, forget it. Oh, I'm scared. Yeah, we're talking about it.
How's he going to scratch his back with those alligator arms?
Yeah, I got tiny arms and a big head. I don't know what to do. And there's a punt. The Jets come out up and 3, down and 3, and Gibson back there on the 10-yard line. He's running. He's going to run. He gets to the 20. He gets to the 23-yard line or so. All right.
Punt.
Sean Bennett says 23-16 Pat. Sorry, better draft position though. Yep. I'm with it. Okay. Mr. Rex says Lazard got benched. In fact, that is the case. He sucks the balls. I'd love to trade him. I'd trade him for anything I could get.
Connor Hughes just put out a tweet. Zeke Elliott made a business decision on that play.
Yeah, totally. That's great. He said, you know what? This shit ain't worth it. I hate this place. All right, Zach Wilson back to pass. He's in the shotgun. Trevor Siemian, here he goes. He's throwing it deep. Look at this shit. Terrible pass. Hits the Patriot guy in the shoulder. All right.
We have not had a guy who can throw from the pocket to the sideline deep. It's just unbelievable.
All year. Play caller, Nathaniel Hackett, Becton, Tomlinson, Tippmann, Xavier Newman, and Carter Warren. All right, 2 rookies on our offensive line.
Yeboah in there? Is Yeboah 88? I see 88.
Let's see. I don't see him. I see Ruckert, though. I see Conklin, I mean.
Yeboah's
right, there's Yeboah. Yeah, all right. Yeboah's starting.
Yeah, there he is.
Conklin and Yeboah. Look at Yeboah holding that shit. Reese pops right through Yeboah's block.
That was a great block, dude. For real.
That was solid. His guy didn't do it. Patriots defense, play caller Bill Belichick.
I think the Jets may have developed a real tight end there.
I think Kenny Yeboah is going to steal the show, everybody. Conklin, Yeboah, Ruckert. We're good. Kuhn says the developmental guy. I like it. Get Uzomah off this roster and don't worry about tight end for this year. All right, here we go. Okay, we got a 3rd and 6. Oh, Trevor Simeon's scared to death. He gets killed for a sack.
Ooh.
Jonathan Francois checking in. Sup, guys? We win no matter what happens today. Either we beat the Pats and send Belichick out the door with an L, or we lose and get better draft position. That's it. That's, dude, very well said, Jonathan. That's my take exactly. Stepped up into the pocket. Well, I mean, with all those guys in your face, you got to think somebody's open, right?
Really good job, I want to say, by Carter Warren on that play.
Yeah.
He created that pocket by turning his guy. I'm going to keep an eye on Carter Warren because
that's a good one to keep. Yep, I like you, Jeremy. I like what you're saying there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What'd you say?
Yeah, I just want to know if he's serviceable.
Yep. Oh, my God, the punt. Gets up to the 40. That's a big fumble. Big fake fumble, Jeremy.
You had me going there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I'm like 4 seconds. I'm sorry.
Like 4 seconds.
Pause it. 1, 2. There you go. Am I good? You see the spinning ball? NFL on Fox? Okay. All right, here we go. We're locked.
I said ham.
Shazbot. Shazbot's back.
Shazbot. Mork from Mork.
Mork from Mork. That's right. Hepburn's in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, fellers.
Ben Gray, my first Jet game, they were the Titans, and at the Polo Grounds, every win is worth its weight in gold. Hey, Ben, you know, your case is strong. Ooh, I'm going to go get a new Dodge Ram. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. Nice. 4,500 back. I'll take it. We've raised the price $7,000, and we're going to give you 4,500 back. What they do. There's never a deal. No such thing.
So I'm going to go out to in March. I'm flying out to New York. I'm going to go to MetLife just to walk around the parking lot and get, better prepare myself, learn the lay of the lands. When
are you doing that?
I just want to learn where J9 is. Like really figure it out. Look at a fucking
map. You don't got to fly all the way out there and walk around. Just look at the map. You should have had a map on your phone and then just like look down and went like this. Where am I? Okay, I'm right there. Here's where I'm going.
Well, there's a rumor going around. I don't know if you heard the rumor. Because the real reason I went back to Dom's car first instead of just meeting Nick and walking back to the car was I had a Coke in Dom's car and I was thirsty. So I wanted to go back to the car and get my Coke. Yeah. But then a rumor went around that it was your Diet Coke that I stole from the.
Was it a Diet Coke or a Coke Zero? Because if it was a Diet Coke, it wasn't it.
It was a regular with sugar bottle of Coke.
Never.
But it was a funny rumor. A funny rumor.
That is funny. If you guys don't know, so we were at the Tailgate Joe tailgate, and they're bringing food, and we had our tent, our Talking Jets tent at the Tailgate Joe tailgate. And I don't drink, as you know. So they were stocking our cooler with beer, Yingling beer, by the way, which is that was my beer for years.
Yeah,
Yingling.
It's great beer.
I love it's like it's not stout enough to be like a Kilkenny or something like that. So I can't handle them shits like those craft beers and all that. But it was also not piss like Bud Light or Coors Light or something. It's like in the middle. It's good.
It's a better quality lager.
Yep, it's a good lager. So I used to drink that shit all the time. So they're stocking it with Yinglings the whole day. And then I said, hey, can I just get a couple Diet Cokes or something? And she said, yeah. So she brought me over 2 Coke Zeros. So I opened one and I took one and I stuck it at the bottom. There's 100 beers in there and a foot worth of ice. I stuck it at the bottom Then when I got my dinner, I came back all ready for that Coke Zero. Look at that, almost another block.
Wow.
Mo Lewis with the tackle.
Wow.
All right. But I came back to get my Coke Zero, and it was gone. Who reaches in the beer cooler and takes my damn Coke Zero? I was pissed. Pissed I was.
We should see 99 in this game. I want to see some. We drafted that guy. We drafted him. Where's McDonald?
I know. It's just ridiculous, dude. Like, why are you not doing that? Why are we not seeing that guy? Look at another screen. The Jets are blowing it up today. Jamie and Sherwood. 5-yard loss. Tell you what, though, DJ Reed blew that play up. Took on the block, yet stuffed the block into the runner. Gave time for Sherwood to climb up the ladder and take the running back to the ground. That was good. Play caller, Jeff Olbrook, Robert Saleh. They should say, man who stands there. Saleh.
Yeah, if the Native Americans came, that's what they named him. Man who
stands.
Man who sulks while losing.
Emotionless man. All right. Dappy back to pass. Here comes JFM. Oh, look at Quinton Williams with the sack. He's making snow angels. Quinton Williams got there before JFM around the right side. Internal pressure or interior pressure. Right? Look at that. Get out of my way.
To him. Look what he did to him.
Yeah, get out of my face.
That's a 300-pound man.
Yeah, I could do that.
Punt. This is looking like every New England Jet game in the past 2 years.
Okay, takes the jet bounce. Good. At the 36-yard line, it looks like. Fletch accusing GreenBean of using today, consuming too much caffeine. That's actually not the case. I'm just excited for Jets football. That's what I'm doing.
You got to make the most of it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, though, Fletch, I'm going to put in an order for coffee right now. Watch this.
Me too.
I want an iced coffee. Hold on. Here we go.
Ooh, iced coffee. Yeah.
Hello, love. How are you today? I would love it. I forgot to make myself a very strong iced coffee. Could you possibly do that for me? And maybe have Jigs bring it back?
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you.
All right. Love you too.
All right. Bye. And that's how it's done, Fletch. We're going to make your dreams come true. Because I am consuming some caffeine. I had 2 cups today, but that's hours ago. I've already had a 40-minute sauna meditation, Jeremy, and a 3-minute ice bath in 32-degree water since my coffee. So I'm all jacked. I'm ready for Jets football.
Do you know why Jocelyn's going to bring me an iced coffee? Because yesterday I went to a butcher. We have a local butcher that makes homemade sausage, and they change up the varieties. And I got 4 fresh brats. And I went to a place like an upper kind of quality market to get good bread. And I slowly roasted these brats yesterday. We had such a good dinner. So she's in such a good mood right now. She's going to bring me that coffee.
Yeah, there you go. Right. I just got to tell you, though, and everybody will agree with me in the chat. I don't approve of how you said brats. You called them brats.
Oh, is that wrong?
Brats.
Brats? Okay.
Yeah, bratwurst. Bratwurst? Did you say that?
Maybe I'm saying it like
the full word.
I think I would normally my whole life say bratwurst. But when you watch those TV shows, when you watch the Midwesters, like Green Bay people, and they're out there, they're always like, brats, we got bratwurst. I don't know. We can ask.
Never heard brat.
We have to ask somebody from the Midwest. Maybe like what's his face if he's here? We got a guy from Chicago, from Illinois. Bradigan. Maybe Bradigan is here. You can tell us.
Brats. So look at Matt. Why is Matt Simon busting our balls? Watch parties and over. This is a fucking party. What are you talking about? We're having coffee and Diet Cokes and brats.
Watch party is an over-exaggeration.
You know? That's what it is. Shut up, Matt. You grumpy bastard. Matt's been particularly grumpy these last weeks. He's seeing no hope for this organization. This has been the most starting quarterbacks in team history. What a historical. You look at Brees saying, I'm going to go to the outside.
And I'm
Gets a half yard.
He's better when
See,
he
now
goes right.
let me just say this. The fullback was running behind Brees, right? So he can't do any effective block, but there were guys behind him. At least take those guys out so Brees only has one guy to contend with. You know what I mean? Like, do that. Look at that.
Turn
snowball.
around.
Why are they making snowballs in New England, I wonder?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know what they're planning to do.
Around.
All right, we got Kenny Yeboah on the field. He's in motion, comes up to the line right next to Carter Warren. That's the side of the line to keep an eye on.
That's right.
All right, changing the play. Trevor Siemian changing the play. Look at this. I'm going to run it. Look at that. Yeboah with the block. He's staying with the block. Brees can't go nowhere. Gets another yard. All right.
Well, Carter Warren did his job. He
did.
slid over, turns, got the angle. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Jason Edwards says the Yinglings were frigid that day, weren't they? They were also right next to a Coke Zero that someone stole. That's what they were.
Jason Edwards, very serious man when it comes to his son, man.
All right, here we go. Bailey's what is his name? Trevor Siemian in shotgun, directing everybody. Xavier doesn't know what to do. Okay, he's set. All right. Oh, they're going to double team that guy. He's throwing the ball deep. Look at, Gibson. Oh, he sucks. Oh, he's great. He sucks. I got it. He almost had it, that little fella. Look at him.
Oh, you little squirt.
Run across the field. I'm open, guys. Terrible pass. Not terrible, but not perfect. Just got to be able to bring it in. Right there. You got to get it. Good concentration. Yeah. And the last hit, he just can't seem to do it.
You got to have steel iron hands at the point of the catch.
Yeah, especially when it's cold. When it's cold, it is. It's. I don't know if you guys played football in the cold. It's not easy. You know, especially your fingers. Like the fingers are the toughest thing. That's why they have those belly warmers. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
And this guy didn't make the Pro Bowl. Get out of town.
Best punter in the world.
Who did this more than him? I'm sick of it.
By the way, for people who don't know, Dom C taught me that's a real attribute. That's one of the things they really look at with receivers. Yeah. When they catch the ball, do they catch it like they call it like a vice grip? Catching it with a vice grip. It's a big attribute to look at it in a wide receiver.
Look, when I used to train my kids and my young team, but my son in particular, the exercise I used to do? It's called a pole exercise. So you put the pole like a goal post or a street lamp, whatever the hell you have. You put a pole right here, and so he's there with the pole in front of him. So he's got his arms around the pole, and you throw the ball. If it's above here, they got to catch it like this. If it's below, you got to catch it like this. But it's all hands. I used to teach my son that way. When he would pull it into the body, I would reprimand him. I would reprimand my kids when I was coaching. I said, this is how you catch. You catch with your hands. And, I had a woman who was like my co-coach one time, this other mom. She started telling me that I was coaching the kids wrong, that you're supposed to catch like this. I said to her, excuse me. I need you to not say that to the kids because you don't know what you're talking about. Her husband, who was another co-coach, she was arguing with me. He just pulled her and he goes, hey, he's right. So just please stop arguing with him. You're fucking embarrassing me.
Like, oh yeah, let's catch. You're supposed to catch like a girl.
Yeah, right. Come on. I mean, if it happens that way, that's fine, just catch it. Nobody cares. But if the design is to use your hands.
Yes.
How strong are your hands? That's what we want. I'll tell you, man. Right, Misdirect. How is Morstead not the best? He should be an all-pro punter, in my opinion. All-pro, the best.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Sean says this might end up a 9-6 game. Tell me about it. This is going to be a toughie.
This is a stinker.
This is what we call a stinker. Indeed. A stinker supreme.
That's why if we had a competent quarterback, we would have beaten them so many times in the last few years. So, think of all these games that have been no scoring. Imagine Aaron Rodgers or just any competent quarterback playing for us. What could have happened?
I'll tell you. I don't know what to even say anymore with these guys. But here we are, nonetheless. Nonetheless, we're watching the Jets in the snow, everybody. It's one of those great days. All right, here we go. The Pats backed up. This is where we get one of our safeties.
Let's get a safety right now.
Oh, they stuff him too. Michael Clemens, angry.
Ooh, did they blow the whistle?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Forward progress.
Forward progress.
Yeah, doesn't matter. He got to the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anywhere with that one.
Right.
Drug monkey, all fired up. That's right.
Fucking loser. He has been so mad the last 10 days. No one is more upset and more angry than our friend.
Why are we doing this to ourselves? Hey, just have some fun, drug monkey. All right, hand off again. No, he corralled again. He might get what? He gets 2, maybe 2.5. There you go. I hear you though, drug monkey. Gibson is a special teams player. He blows. Well, that's it. Look, he's got some skills to, develop and be like part of the rotation, right? Like maybe 5, wide receiver 5, special teams, right?
He's also fine. He's also a developing rookie who can get better.
But that's what happens when you start. Look, Huff wanted that shit. Oh my God, CJ Mose with another dropped pick. That's 8 on the year.
I just thought of something real funny, GreenBean. We could turn off our TVs and just make stuff up based on what we think, and we're probably no one would notice we're not really watching the game. Like all we'd have to do is say, another Jets don't get 1, 2, 3 and out for the Jets.
Right. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, you would know that we're not exactly, nailing the actual play-by-play, but it wouldn't be far off. All right, the punch backed up. Here comes the big pump block. Nope, they didn't even send anybody. Oh, Shanker. Look at this. Get it, Gibby. Run.
Come on, Gibby.
5 out of it. Nice. I'll take that.
All right, you little squirt.
Little squirt. That was a shank, we call that.
That's why our punter is great and their punter blows.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, W, but everybody would be improved with better quarterback play. I mean, it's not even a question. I mean, think about if you had a quarterback that could have dropped it in that pocket. I mean, let's say at least the top half of the league, so 15 up, can drop it right in that bucket. There was space between the cornerback and the safety. That's what you want to hit. He had to slow down and jump up and try to pull it over the DB's head. All right, Simeon under center, Breece Hall in the backfield, fakes it to both him. Oh, and then a screen, and he gets,
Oh, hope he's okay. So that's why I get nervous when they're in there.
I mean, that was an interesting play design, right? Interesting. He faked it to, but the fakes were lame. You know what I mean? It was like they weren't really effective fakes, but they faked it to Breece, then faked it to Gibson coming around the side. I'm sure a guy or two got frozen by that, which is what you want. But they still didn't get fooled enough because it is now 2nd and 9, Jeremy. Conklin in motion. So we got 2 tight ends on the right-hand side. What are they going to do? Oh, look at that. She's trying to seal the edge. Gets about 9 on the play.
That one play is twice the yardage New England has.
And twice the yardage we have up to this point.
Yeah.
So that was a great play. But you see that. So look, Conklin and Yeboah tried to seal the edge. Conklin chipped and then went out into the second level, and that seemed to be effective. So that was pretty good. I like the 2 tight ends on one side. It also telegraphs what you're doing, but then you just got to man up. You gotta. It's okay to telegraph if your guys can do the job. Guess what? I'm running right here. My guys are better than yours. Wow! Look at that snap. Go, Breece. Gets the first. Okay.
See,
Tippin all excited. All right.
You see, as much as I say, "Oh yeah, we need to lose," I really want Joe All. Blah blah blah. When I'm watching them, I cannot root against them.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
I just want, at the end of the day, I want them to have one more point than us. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't like watch and root against the Jets. That's not possible. Although in 2019 I did, or 2020 maybe. All right, here he goes. Look at this. Breece Hall getting corralled at the line of scrimmage, gets a yard out of it, everybody. Carter Warren in there. The jet setter, Brees Hall. All right, what's he doing? 317 scrimmage yards the last 2 games, most by a running back in the NFL. Wow, look at that.
And that's on a historically bad offense that's not
Look
blocking.
at this, though. 74. That's most since Richie Anderson, everybody. That's 24 years ago.
And
There
Hackett
Izzy.
only. Oh, nice.
Hackett only. Yeah. He just, can you believe that Hackett came out and said that shit, everybody? It's interesting. We didn't realize how much of an impact Brees Hall could have in the passing game.
Until the
Giant game after the bye. Wow. He might be the worst we've ever seen. His father should come in and sit down and go, son, what the fuck are you doing?
The dumbest thing I've ever heard. I knew coming out of the draft he was a weapon as a receiver.
I'm telling you. All right. Look at this. We got trips on the right-hand side, one of them being a tight end. Oh, they don't like the play. What's going on? The refs are walking backwards. Oh, the water's coming in. It must be some sort of timeout. Jason Edwards checking in. Since we were eliminated, I picked up 2 Jets jerseys, a hoodie, hat, and buying my custom-made jersey today. Both an eternal and delusional fan. Jason, I got a question. What's going on, man? You on any you on drugs? What's going on, buddy? You okay? That really is an interesting shift there, Jason. Since we were eliminated, maybe I'll tell you what. Did you notice that the prices went down? Because that's something you're going to be a fan anyway, right? You know you're going to be here, so that would make sense if the prices all went down. Either way, Jay, we're all right here with you, man. The nuances aside, the specifics of how we fan aside, we're all right here. We're just watching this shit franchise again in the snow, though, and that makes it better. All right, Simeon hands the ball off to Brees Hall, running around the left side, gets around the edge.
Got it.
15 more yards for Brees.
Nice to have a running back who could do that has the speed.
Let's watch the left side of the line. All right, Tomlinson, Becton. Oh, what a seal job.
Nice.
There you go.
Becton might try to be getting himself like at least, a $3 or $4 million.
At least re-signed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Could be a good swing tackle.
Well, you bring him in for cheap and you let him compete. That's what, having him as a backup's not the best thing, not the worst thing in the world. Oh, Becton can't open the hole on that one. Our buddy Phil Adams checking in there, Jeremy. He's talking about you liking the same sody pop as Hackett. That's not a good sign.
I grew up in a Pepsi house. I can't help it.
Yeah, I grew up in a Pepsi house too, and I don't drink the shit.
Man,
worst
trouble I can get into as a kid. Drinking
Pepsi?
Pepsi without putting a cold one in the fridge.
Yeah. It was cans?
Oh, no, bottles. If we didn't replace the bottle and there was no cold Pepsi.
Yeah. Right. And my house was exactly the same. We did 2 liters and 3. Remember 3 liters?
Yeah, I remember the 3 liter.
Why don't they do that anymore? 3 liters were great. Big old wide mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know why they stopped that.
When I first met my wife, first New Year's Eve party, I helped her like with the food and everything and preparing it. And I went out and got soda, and I came with a 3-liter bottle of some no-thrill brand pineapple soda. She's never let me hear the end of it.
Wait, you 3-liter of what?
Some pineapple flavored soda.
Yeah, like you don't commit. You don't take 3. You get that's a 1 liter. So you see if you like it.
Jesus, why did you get that soda?
All right, here we go, everybody. We got we're in the gold zone. 2nd and goal, everyone. The 6-10 Jets versus the 4-12 New England Patriots. Here we are on the 10-yard line. Simeon back to pass. All right, reception to Conklin at the 4.
Wow.
That's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line, everybody. This is where we stop and kick that field goal.
Now's where you utilize your boa. They're not expecting it. You do a nice little touchdown pass to your boa right now.
Right. We want to see everybody put that into the ether. We want to see Yeboah and Kuntz score a touchdown today for Jeremy to win 16 grand. All right. Here we go. Red zone percentage, 34%, last in the NFL. All right, the blitz. Look at that. You're not going to give that pass interference, dude? How is that not this? Like, watch it again. Just realistically, how is that not pass interference?
Or illegal contact?
Watch Conklin. Just watch this. There's only 4 yards. Watch this. Poof. How is that not interference? He knocked him off his route, dude.
The referees are...
He's standing right there. Nah, that's not an issue.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Really, really incredible.
Wayne was an RC Cola fan. Let's see if this field goal is good. We've got our another special teams ace, Zerline, with the 3 points. The Jets are up 3-0 on the Patriots, everyone.
RC Cola was the only cola drink other than Pepsi and Hammer that my dad would drink. He said, RC Cola is okay. I'll drink that. He hated Coca-Cola. He got mad when the commercials came out. He'd make me turn the channel.
Really?
Yeah, he's a lunatic. But Hammer Cola, if anybody remembers,
I have no idea.
Hammer was in Brooklyn. There used to be trucks that would deliver soda to your house, and they'd have all these flavored sodas. And they had cola.
That was Brookdale, right? Or
with us, it was Hammer. With us, it was Hammer. That was our company or whatever. And you'd return the bottles, so it was dirt cheap. Like as long as you return the bottles, they'd collect the bottles, and then you would and my father was a sucker for all of that. We had all these Hammer colas delivered, and the Charles potato chips, Charles chips.
Yep, Charles.
We had buckets of potato chips delivered every week.
This is the stuff. My grandfather used to work before he kind of became a legend at UPS. Millions and millions of dollars. My grandfather. My grandfather developed the system that they use today with the routing numbers and all that shit.
Nice.
Yeah. God rest his soul. But yeah, he used to work on the Brookdale trucks as a kid before. But we had this. This was the best. All the flavored sodas. I loved Brookdale ginger ale. Remember this, guys? Anybody remember? Look at this. $4 a case. Yeah. Under $4 a case.
Look up Hammer sodas and see if they exist or if I'm nuts.
There you go. Right there.
Oh, I thought it was Hammer. Okay.
Beverage by Hammer. Yep.
That looks familiar. Yeah.
There you go. Look. Oh, this is all them shits.
Oh.
Big Chief. That's what we called my grandfather, the Chief.
Well, the Hammer and all baking soda. It's great.
White Rock, he says. White Rock? Really? Wasn't White Rock beer?
No, I remember White Rock is.
It was like that little fairy girl sitting on a rock, right?
It was one of those no thrill sodas, I think.
Yeah, White Rock. You know what? You know what was my favorite? And we saw it, Jeremy, when we went to get the Italian hot dogs at Jimmy Buff's. CNC Cola. That's a Northeast New Jersey cola.
Yeah. That was years ago, man. I remember those.
Is it White Rock soda? I remember.
They used to be these other brands back before Pepsi and Coke just kind of ran away with it. RC's still there. I still see RC in supermarkets. You actually get it for a good price.
I don't see RC very much. Although there's a place I drive by all the time here. They have an old barn. It has a huge RC Cola sign on it from like the fucking 20s or something.
Oh, I know what I get. I see RC because I live in California, and RC is a California cola.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is for W.L. Graves. Remember, I remembered it. I said the little fairy on the rock. And here we go. Fairy on the rock. So the Jets just kicked another touchback to the New England Patriots.
There you go.
There it is. White Rock. See, I remember. Little fairy on the rock. I remember that shit. I don't remember liking it or disliking it one way or the other.
Hey.
But either way. There it is. Whoops. There it is. All right. We got Bailey Zappi in the shotgun, everybody. Back to pass. Throws it. Connects for a 5 or 6 yard gain. Just about 6. Quick pass. Bill Belichick over there like, I don't care. That's what he's saying. I'm going to go someplace warm like Washington. Let's see. Yeah, of course, WL Graves. Of course. All right, Billy Zappi back to pass. Oh, pressure. Throws it deep. Terrible pass. 2 Jets in the neighborhood. No flags. 3rd and 4, everybody.
Our defense has been stellar.
Stellar. And North Carolina V-Man says he thought RC Cola was discontinued. I don't think it was. I don't think so.
Nah, I still get it. And somebody must have bought it then, because it's what I like about it is it is decent. There's nothing bad about it. It's like,
Well, I always found RC to have less carbonation, which bothers me. It's more like syrup. It's closer to. I need high carbonation to drink this shit. All right, here we go. Oh, Bryce Huff coming around with the sack. Nice. Unstoppable Bryce Huff. That's going to be 4th and 8 now, because that was about a 4-yard loss from Bryce Huff around the right side.
Watch
this. Or the left side, if you look at it in New England's point of view. Look at that. Oh, my God, the dip.
Lunatic. He's so fast.
Yeah, it's good. We don't need him. Get rid of him this year.
Absolutely nuts to let him walk. He's like, it would be absolutely nuts on the hope that McDonald pans out.
Yeah, and then we don't even look at McDonald. That's the crazy thing about it.
Right. You absolutely have to bring him back. Anytime you have a guy that's capable of getting sacks and getting to the quarterback, it's like how many years did we search for that?
All right, hold on a second. I got to check on my order.
Me too. Like, where's my order?
The iced coffee?
Yeah, hey, I was wondering, could you make me an iced coffee, a strong one?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Joe and I got really caught up with cleaning his room.
Okay. Can you have it sent back to the delivery boy?
Yeah, give us a few minutes. We're in a groove. Give us a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
I got it.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye. They're in there cleaning. What is that?
Just love the way you asked this. You'd never asked before.
Hey, I was wondering, could you possibly make me a?
I did that in the restaurant. Once. It's like,
yeah, you go.
The Coke. It's like 15, 20 minutes later, the waitress comes over and looks at me. I go, "Have a cheeseburger."
I'm ready to order. Oh man, Rob Grano says Moxie ginger. I vaguely remember Moxie. I don't know if I've ever drank it. Look at this RC Cola webpage. Holy shit. Join the RC Cola International family. Very impressive. I got to show you guys after this play.
Look at that beautiful.
Crazy. Very impressive website. They got a guy in the fridge. They got these thin, tall cans now. I don't like the thin, tall cans. I must be honest. I like short, fat cans. I don't like this thin can thing that's coming around now these days. I don't like it. All right, here we go. So I'm going to show you guys the RC Cola webpage. Here we go. Look at this, Jeremy. Look at this guy. So look at this. We're in the back of the freezer. I didn't expect RC to have this kind of a interactive page here. Look at this. Ooh.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. Watch the space. Look at this. The tree of life. It has RC growing on it. Who knew? You drink an RC, you connect right to the tree of life, everybody. There it is, RC Cola. I'll tell you. Oh, man. So, all right, what are we thinking about the game so far, everybody? The Jets defense is doing what we see them do most of the time. Moxie Cola. Let's see. Drink Moxie. Oh, my God. It's still out there. Old-fashioned Moxie, distinctly different since 1884, everybody. Cy Thompson saying A&W. That's root beer, though, buddy. They don't make a cola. A&W and Stewart's, they have those restaurants. Remember Stewart's? Yeah. You pull up with the car?
Yeah, in Pennsylvania, I remember, in upstate New York, I remember Stewart's being pretty big. And A&W is big out here. There's like 2 in my neighborhood that I know of that I pass. So.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, wow. I haven't. Yeah, there's one not far from me, like 10-minute drive. And it's funny, we laugh at it. We'd never go in. I'm gonna get a hamburger and fries from A&W. This is a guy that eats McDonald's saying that, being judgmental of A&W.
Yeah. I haven't eaten much fast food these days, and I got to tell you, it's partially because I don't want to. I think it's gotten worse and worse and worse over the years, right? Like what it actually is. Like the whole thing with like McDonald's, if you save it for 10 years, it doesn't even change, doesn't rot, doesn't do anything. It just looks the same. Throw it in the microwave, it's going to be exactly the same. That's bad. The other thing though is that, dude, I went to McDonald's, I don't know, 3 months ago, let's say, and it was $2.59 for a hamburger or a cheeseburger. I'm like,
everything's gotten insanely
like,
expensive.
nope. I pulled right out of the drive-thru. She's like, "Can I help you?" I said, "Nope."
Yeah, I think it's like literally $10 like for a Big Mac meal.
Yeah, like more than it's more than that.
11
$10 is
crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, this is still like no meat shit that we're talking about, right?
Sean Stinger says Huff will sign with Miami. Okay, Simeon's back to pass. Number 14 running around like Sammy Boy Darnold. Throws the ball to no one.
Let me ask you something.
No one.
If the fact that the food doesn't go bad, right, after all that time, is that say that not even the bacteria knows to stay away from it?
Yes, because there are so many preservatives, chemicals in there that there's nothing to degrade. Like bacteria won't eat it. That's what that insinuates.
That's amazing.
But Jeremy will. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Duncan says carbonation is where I get my bubbly personality from. It's very. I like that comment. It's nice.
Oh, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, everybody. Simeon back to pass. Pressure. Throws it. And it's an incomplete pass. Gibson calling for some flag. But we haven't even targeted Garrett Wilson once yet.
It's ridiculous. Why have him in there? Why play him? If you're not going to throw the ball to him, why play him?
Sith Happens talking about in his neck of the woods, they get you a moon pie to go with your RC Cola. Yeah, moon pies, baby. Yeah. Remember scooter pies? Give me a scooter pie.
Banana moon pies.
Banana. Ugh.
Yeah, they have banana.
Oh, no. That's the only one I won't eat. I'm serious.
That's right. You mentioned the other day you hate anything banana flavored. That's artificial.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Shasta sucked, Ryan. But not your wife, I mean. But Shasta Cola.
They have it at Costco.
Pretty name, but I never liked Shasta Cola. You know what it was like? Diet Right. Remember Diet Right, Ryan? What do you got? Oh, you beat me. He's got a look at that frosty mug.
Iced coffee I asked for.
Yeah, that's a nice mug. You got the same straws.
Yeah, you got the steel straw things?
Yeah, but I don't like to use, I have those, but I use the full silicone because I don't like the way it clinks on glass when I'm live. I swear to God.
Wow.
It makes noise. I don't like it. Philip says, Robert Saleh don't know why he isn't being talked about as coach of the year for holding this team together after losing starting quarterback. I know. Amazing. He really should. He should be the coach of the year. Like, look how well everybody's still hanging around.
Whoa. Wow. That's nasty. Look at that.
Yeah, Charles said, I've had it with you. I like
it.
that. Good for Charles. If you're not going to make the play, go ahead and rough somebody up.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Last week of the season, who cares?
I'll tell you, though, why aren't we just throwing the ball to Garrett Wilson every play? Why?
It makes very little sense to me.
Ryan suggested we put peanuts in Coca-Cola. There you go. You ever done that, Jeremy?
No.
All right, Bailey Zappi under center. I don't think I've done that either, Ryan. It's an interesting idea. Oh, we got the pitch to the left side. He finds a hole. Look at this. Going around the right side, about 15, 16 yards. Ashton Davis pushes him out of bounds. Ezekiel Elliott showing a little bounce, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it just might be a hold, Jeremy.
That's the only way you get a run like that against us.
I don't know about that. We've been struggling. Belichick doesn't know why. He can't believe it. He just can't believe it, everybody.
Every penalty has ever been called against his team, he's like the same thing. Shocked.
Everybody's shocked. I can't believe it. I don't know. It looked like just a fucking old-fashioned block to me, but I didn't catch it all.
But they didn't call the pass interference on Conklin, so fuck them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they should have. I think they deserved that run.
Yeah, they
All
did.
right, here we go. It's 1st and 20, Jets fans. Got a line of JFM on the left-hand side. I see Quinnen in there with Solomon Thomas. Jermaine Johnson making the tackle from the right side. About a 3-yard gain, give or take. I don't know, Michael. It looked like Irv Charles kind of had enough. He was holding Charles the whole way down. Looked like Irv Charles just kind of had enough and said, screw you. I'm going to take you to the ground. But, yeah, you can't be the response. You know, you guys know this. It's the reaction that gets the penalty every time. It's the reaction. All right. Zappy. Oh, Jermaine Johnson almost gets him. Bailey Zappy finds a receiver. Gets about, 6.
I think 5.
All right. 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, Belichick pretending he's angry, Phil. Like, come on. He can't. He's like, I don't even know me anymore. All right. What are we going to do here? There is 13 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half. The score is currently 3-zip Jets. Patriots kind of driving. 3rd and 4. Started from a 1st and 20 here. Up, Jermaine, up, right up, going deep. Oh, look at that. Right over DJ Reed. Jalen Rieger.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I knew an Alex Rieger once.
Did you?
Yeah, he was a cab driver.
You know what's so weird about the Bill Belichick thing? They just gave him a multi-year extension. Now they're going to fire him? It just seems weird. I think they're just saying that so they can justify losing.
Has anybody said it though? Like that's real, or is it just press and media?
Oh my God, they got a flag on that play. Are you kidding me? What's the flag? What's the flag?
What was the flag, guys? I didn't see what it was. It was against them?
Yep.
They're just erasing any offensive play.
Yeah. I mean, in a game that mattered, it would be okay. So 1st and 10, maybe they just gave it. It wasn't a lose the.
Oh, look at this.
Okay. Little run on the right side by the Zekester.
Well, every time they get closer to scoring, it makes me think Joe Alt.
Yeah. Oh, delay of game. That's what it was. Okay. That's what. So I missed that. We were talking about hot dogs or something. I don't know. I'll tell you what, W, you know what's really funny? I have to admit, out of that group, like when Ezekiel Elliott was out there, he was talking about playing for the Jets. I didn't want him. And I thought that out of the two, Dalvin Cook might have been a better signing. I didn't really want either one. Okay, get him. You got to get him, Sauce. He gets the first because Sauce couldn't tackle him. You know, I didn't really want either one. I wasn't adamantly against it or anything, but I didn't really want. I liked the young running backs that we had. I liked Bam Knight. I liked, we drafted Izzy. We had Brees and Michael Carter and Bam Knight. I was like, we're fine, man. Like, why do we need like an old man in here? But I must say, Ezekiel Elliott is clearly the better back out of that little crop of vet backs. Look at him high-fiving, giving a little Belichick, a little fiber.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was a waste of money.
Yeah, clearly it was. Oh, look at that block. Oh, that was a good block. Oh my God. Runs into Tony Adams with the stuff. That was pretty good. He stopped him right in his tracks, and he was coming with a head full of steam too. Look at BG the kid checking in. Why are we playing Sauce and Quinnen? I hate this team. I hear you, man, because they're trying to win, dude. This is the Jets trying to win, everybody. Robert Saleh would love to beat Bill Belichick one time. Believe me when I tell you. Doesn't matter how. They don't ask you how. They ask you how many, everybody. Well, all right. Well, Saleh, how many? 2. None. 1. They don't ask you how. How many? How many times you beat the Pats?
Once.
None. Ryan King checking in. Root beer or cream soda? I'm all about cream soda. Truth is, I don't like either one. I'm not in that realm. But what about you, Jeremy? You like root beer or cream?
I like cream better than root beer.
Yeah, I never liked either one. It's weird.
I mean, it has to be like the small, like fancy brand, or like I actually like. To be honest, oh,
that's a touchdown.
Oh no, he dropped it.
They say he dropped it.
Well, the ball was loose.
All right, look at that. We're gonna get a tie game here.
The only time I order cream soda is when it's Dr. Brown's. But even then, I prefer black cherry.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, I'm fine with it, but just like in general speaking, I think if you have the ball in your hand and you're in the end zone, that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. You can stick the ball over the line. Like, you have possession. It doesn't matter that you fell to the ground, rolled around, and the ball came out. Like, it's like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. No, it's inconsistent, this NFL.
Yeah.
All right. We got a tie game, everybody. The Patriots kick is good. 3-3. 9 minutes left in the first half. This is an exciting one. Gerbo saying, Saleh better hope Aaron can save his corny ass next year, right? Right. Marco Polo says, cream soda's for snobs, Ryan and Jeremy. Just drink root beer and like it. Oh, man.
I just got myself sick of root beer because we bought like a case of it. And we were drinking it all the time, and I just got sick of it. So for right now, I'm just in an anti-root beer phase.
Yeah, I just never liked it. I mean, I can drink it. Cream soda to me, I don't know what it is. It feels like I almost feel like it's something that shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like, I drink it, I'm like, no, something's wrong. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't make sense of it in my head. I don't like it. It's like cream is cream. It's like the whole thing with like root beer floats or even cola floats. I remember as a kid, the idea of like an ice cream ball in a soda was like such a beautiful idea. And then I would have it and be like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's like having, like a steak flavored ice cream. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this doesn't, I love steak. I love ice cream. I don't like this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. My friend made a great point. There's a video showing like in Philly, there's a place you can go and get these giant slices. So this guy had this brilliant idea. He went and he got this giant slice from like a 28-inch pie, and he went and got a cheesesteak, and he folded the slice around the cheesesteak and said, look, this is the heaven, and was eating it. And my friend made a great point. He goes, you know what? I love pizza. I love cheesesteak. I think it's an insult to both of them. It's just service.
Combine them. Yeah, I'm with it. It's like breakfast pizza. I'm like, can we just fucking put it on toast? Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean, it's not like I won't, I can eat that, but anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here? J-Boy agrees with me. That's good. I don't remember about what, but I'm glad we do. Yeah, Rob says, didn't Belichick just sign an extension? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Multi-year. No less. Let's see. Bill Belichick extension. But it's a secret on how much. So look at this, everybody. Like, Bill Belichick signed an extension. But look, lucrative multi-year deal with the Pats. This is October.
Yeah.
Look.
Lucrative,
yeah, millions. His contract is one of the most closely held secrets in New England, it says. All right, we got to kick off. The Jets are going to get a return here. 10, 20. Oh, he cuts 25. He's going to outspeed this guy. Nope, he can't do it. He sucks. He lost 4 yards on that one.
Oh, my God.
He was past the 25, runs backwards to the 21, and that's what he'll do. Floats, that's what they're called, Salem. So look, that said, I think it's fair to say there was some at least uncertainty or intrigue surrounding him. Now, contractually, he's locked up long term. That's Rappaport. And now we're talking about him being fired. It's weird. Weird. All right, Jets under center here. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. They give it to us. Oh, Breece Hall doesn't like to play. Says, don't forget, hand it to me. There he goes. I'll take that. Tries to get a break around the outside. Doesn't. Loses about a foot.
This looks like a great idea.
Yeah, well, you know what? When I was in Spain, you know what they do with wine? And they didn't, I was crazy. Like I was a big drinker when I went to Spain. I hung out with all kinds of local guys because I went there with some friends who were Spanish, like literally from Spain. So they had all kinds of friends and everything, cousins, all that shit. So we would go out with all these people and they would always put lime soda, like a Sprite, in wine. Yeah, red wine in particular. It was fucking delicious. Wow. Oh, G-dubs! Look at that. Really? Garrett Wilson whipped down the sideline. Bomb, let's call it. What yard line was that? All right. 25, 30, 40, 50. Yeah. All right. There he goes. Look at him.
Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass. That's all we're asking for. He's there. Throw it to where he is, please. You know what I mean? That's all. Hands it off to Breece Hall. Sees the hole. Gets through it.
There he goes. Oh.
12-yard run by Breece Hall. The Jets offense is ready to explode, everybody. Oh, look at Derrick Henry, huh? Look at that guy. He's like, I don't care. That's what he said.
He showed a fan going nuts right at the end there. It was funny. Well, we want that, don't we? We want Tennessee to win, I think. Oh, no. Yeah. We want them to win.
Yes, totally. We want Tennessee to win. I love it. Hands it all to Breece Hall. Okay. Run it. Look at this guy. Gets all the way to the 4-yard line. Is that? It's hard to tell with the snowy, dusty field. Look at this. Breece Hall's on fire, everybody. Becton out there blocking. Look, screw you. Becton to the 3rd level, crushing people. Look at Becton.
He wants to redeem himself.
Yeah, he wants to scrape up everything he can from the Yeboah with a crackback.
That's nice. That's why I say right tackle for him, man, because he could still run block.
Look at Becton. Oh, missed his guy completely.
That was Abba
Cadabra.
Huh?
Papa, yeah, you said Abba. I said Cadabra.
No,
Papa, Abanikanda. Oh, I see. All right, so let's throw the ball to Kenny Yeboah in the end zone right now for Jeremy. That's not true. First player. Oh, in his first 2 seasons. Right. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, there's probably a bottle of root beer, Dad's root beer, in my fridge right now from 3 months ago.
Go get it. Look at this. Oh, good. Good defense, though. You gotta give it to him. Terrible pass.
Yeah.
For Brownlee. Papa Yeti says, root beer is like grape soda. Fun once in a while, but you always have 3 cans laying in your fridge for months. There you go.
That was another one I used to drink. People thought I was weird. I used to get the Welch's grape soda or something like that.
Welch's grape soda. Crazy. Look, we were on like the 4-yard line. Why does it seem like we're so far away? What the hell's going on? Maybe we weren't on the 4. Oh, 23. I guess we weren't. I guess that was an illusion to my brain. All right, guys, 3rd and 7.
Sneak one to your Yeboah.
Yeah, come on. 7 yards. Carter Warren with a nice block. His guy's coming, though, Simeon.
Watch out.
A little too hard.
Oh, I didn't realize Newman is in there. Newman.
Xavier Newman's our starting right guard today. Joey G says, last game of the season, fun times at GreenBean. So glad I found this channel. Keep up. Yeah, well, thank you, Joey. I'm glad you're here, dude. I mean, that's the truth. All we have left is us. That's it. They don't care about us.
Oof.
Just us.
What a bad pass that was.
Terrible pass. Like, he's right there, dude. Like, he's right there. Just, I don't understand. But he was running. Who cares? I'm telling you, I make that pass.
Another field goal war with New England. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's something else. 6-3 Jets. 6 minutes left in the first half. Oh, my God.
What's scary is the predictability. Everybody was saying 6-3, 9-6.
Yeah. It's crazy. Jay Boy says, take the field goal and hope the D gets a turnover. Yeah.
To Salah, this is like one of the best games he's ever coached.
It's a hard-fought defensive battle. That's what it is to him. The hard-fought defensive battle. Oh, my God. Jay Boy, take the field goal. Yeah, that's right. We did that one. Here comes the offense. Zerline. Jay Spector. It's so good. Yeah, Tennessee. Well, Tennessee can make the playoffs, so no, they can't. No, they can't. The hell am I talking about? Don't worry. I was thinking the Colts, who blew it last night, by the way. Did you guys see that? They blew it, dude.
The drop pass at the end. That was a little bit of both. I mean, he should have caught it. There's no question he should have caught it. But from 5 yards away, you could throw a pass a little bit better.
Bit better. Yep. I said the same thing. It doesn't matter who blew it, but they blew it.
Yeah, catchability.
Casey Dog says, we are the dregs of football. Aren't we, though? I'll tell you, though, Duncan, you got a good point. Our two kickers are excellent. Finally. We've had good teams and the kicker would choke for us, and now we have two great kickers and we got no offense. Nothing. RJ3 says he took the under at 29.5. So far, you're doing well. Yeah, the second half. The Jets have exploded in the second half this year. So who knows? Phil Adams just says Salah is a penis. Yes. Lou Swole says Becton should be moved to right guard. Yeah, I'd love that. Why not?
Actually, really.
Why not?
Really interesting idea.
But we're not creative enough to think of that. Like we don't even think of it. Like it's the same thing like with Udoga. Like you got a guy, he's an okay right tackle. He's not a good left tackle. He's okay. But you see what the Cowboys did, they moved him inside. He's doing great.
Yeah.
Playing well. Why the fuck didn't we try that? We got no guard. Like we're decimated and you're letting guys go. Elfline, Udoga, Morgan you're letting guys go. And you're keeping guys that are complete scrubs or injured. It just doesn't make sense. We don't even try anything. It's really something. I just don't trust this. I just don't trust this coaching staff. I mean, clearly defensively, they're no joke, right? Like no joke. But anything else, it's just like I just don't trust them.
Yeah. I mean, just the personnel decisions today, I'm baffled.
Yeah. Like, why aren't we seeing guys that we want to take a look at? Because they want to win, Jeremy. That's it. Salah's dying to win 3 out of the last 5. Guarantee if we win this game, you're going to hear him say that. We won 3 of the last 5. You know, it's
like how we finished the season.
Finished strong. Yeah. Which by comparison to last year, last year, if we did this, we would have been in the playoffs. Like last year, we lost the last 7.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I know. This whole Hackett gold zone thing, just call it the red zone, idiot. Like everybody else. Oh, yeah, handoff, little draw, delay. It gets about 5 out of that one. Patriots do.
Hector's in there too on defense. They're looking at Hector.
He
gets a chance. They'll look at him.
Yeah, we want to see what Hector's got.
Yeah. But we won't look at McDonald, the 15th pick of the draft. We're not looking at
the guy that we fucking bypassed everything that we could possibly need. Wide receiver, offensive line. G-Man, our newest member of the Stream Beaners. Welcome aboard, buddy. Thank you for the support. Enjoy the emojis and free super chats. Oh, nice play by Quincy Williams. Look, we got a fight over there. Hector. Hector's in a fight.
You have to worry about it. The good things about Hector is you're not going to worry about it. I mean, he gets to a fight, they could throw him out of the league, they could suspend him for 8 games.
Nobody cares. Right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Do a GoFundMe to help him out. So we got Huff and JJ in there still. I mean, I love them.
Yeah, right. It's like, but we already know what both of those guys are. Look at Quinnen with the big almost. Oh, he gets him. Oh, they both miss it.
Screw it up. And there goes Huff. Is there going to be a flag for roughing?
Oh, of course. I can't believe there's not. Who came in flying like that? That was Tony Adams.
Huff.
No.
On the quarterback? It was Huff.
Yeah, but it was Huff, but then a defensive back came in flying. I think it was defensive back. Let's see. Yeah, watch. Oh, it was CJ Mosley. Huff and Mosley.
He's fast, man. Huff is fast.
Who's hurt? Get off the field.
How did we not get a sack on that?
Yeah.
With 2 all-pro type players on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's slippery. It's snowy. It's just one of that. Clearly, that's why.
Yeah, but Q is pissed. You know how he loves those sacks.
Yeah. There's the same old Jets for you.
Come on. Scrape him off the field. Scrape the carcass off the field. Come on. We got a game. The carcass. All right. Got an exciting 6-3 game here.
Exciting.
Come on. Where's Drug Monkey now? Huh? 6-3, Drug Monkey.
It's exciting. What are you doing? You can't bail. We got excitement. All right. Zappy.
Who's that man?
Timothy Courier says Becton blows. He's not a guard. He's garbage. Not a garbage. I mean, he's had a tough year. Clearly, that injury. His what do you call it? His horizontal movement is not there anymore.
Yeah, well, but if you look, he had 2 different seasons. And I know people are going to get mad at me and say I'm making excuses. He had 2 different seasons. He had a very serviceable, okay tackle. Then he got the high ankle sprain, and he came back, and he was awful.
And he's been brutal, right?
So there's hope that that it's the ankle sprain, and that he rushed back, and maybe an off season gets healthy again. You don't know. He's not going to be expensive. It's not like we're going to have to pay $15 million. So,
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Nobody's going to give Becton a huge contract. So he's one of those guys. You just say, hey, dude, stick around. We'll give you $3 million, you know what I mean, for a year. Stick around and compete. That's what you do.
Yep. Doesn't
lateral quickness. Thank you. There it is. I couldn't find it, Zebo. I just couldn't find it. Or I'm like, I don't know. Lateral. That's the word. Yeah, totally. Most sacks. I mean, though it was the one game he gave up 3 like 2 weeks ago, right? He gave up fucking 3 sacks, numerous penalties.
But all after the injury. Like that's when it got really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 million tops. No way, dude. He's getting 3 or 4. He's getting 5 million tops.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Tops. Even 5 million, I would think we were overpaying him.
Yep.
He's done nothing to earn anything real. I mean, let's face it. He's missed 2 years. He's had obviously a very bad year this year.
Well, I wouldn't say every other punt, Jay, but he drops more than you want to see. I'll tell you that. It's definitely consistent. You never know. He's hard to have faith in, isn't he? This game sucks. Just want everybody to know that.
I'll tell you something about Gibson. He's either going to stay that way and he's going to be just fade away, or he's going to stop with the drops, not fumble anymore, and end up being a very good little kind of gadget player.
I don't even know what to think about this team. We're going to let Huff walk for McDonald, and we don't even know what he is. Hey, maybe they've done a good job developing defensive line. So what can you say? Got a good chance. Well, but if there's anywhere that they developed him, undrafted free agent, dude. So you got to give that. I think this staff, again, our defensive staff is not in question. So maybe that's if you're gonna take a bet somewhere, you just got to get something for him. You just let him walk. You're a moron. You got to get a second-round pick for him. You got to.
Right. It would be moronic if he walked and we didn't get anything for him. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's too important of a position. It's a prime position.
Yeah.
You can't let a good player and get away like in that position.
This is a funny comment from Zebo. Why don't we give Becton the amount of excuses we give in Zod? Like, you know what I mean? A couple bad games where like the guy sucks, fucking cut him. Zach looks like complete garbage for 3 years, and he's gonna go somewhere and be great. Like, it's crazy.
It's true.
I've never seen, even with Darnold, like I've never seen anybody get more excuses than Zach Wilson. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's much more than
what?
I think it's much more than Darnold.
Much more. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Much more.
It's not to say that the kid can't have a career, you know what I mean? And then in a few years, like be somebody. But the idea that he's going to go somewhere and be a great quarterback, no way. I would be blown away.
Well, it'll be one of the very few times it's happened in the history of football.
Yeah. All right, you got to screen the G-dubs. Shaking bacon gets a little first down action. You got to. Yeah, first down. Okay. He says, New York Jets fan 4 says Berrios was worse than Gibson. You know what's funny? Because he's not. He wasn't before last year, and then he hasn't been for Miami. But that second half of the year last year, he was completely shell-shocked.
Yeah.
Look at these guys on their knee. Get up and walk off the field, dude. Nothing bothers me more than that. Like, clearly you're fine. What is it? Your chin, your eye, your finger? What is it? Your balls? Get up and walk off. Do that on the sideline. Bunch of wimps. Everything's about, like, spectacle, and it's all theater to me anymore. All of it. It's all their agents say, don't take a step. If you feel something wrong, you don't take a step. Don't ruin your body. I get it. Just fucking walk off the field. You know what I mean? Now we got to text her timeout. Probably the other reason. The NFL just says, don't worry about it. Just stay on the field. We'll get more money from it. That's probably what it really is. Ugh, I can't stand it.
By the way, did you see how much snow Ryan had to deal with?
Who?
Ryan was put out a little video that he had to clear the snow off his property. Like, there's a lot of snow where he is in New Jersey. I don't know if you were aware of that. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I mean, I knew that they got snow. I didn't see any of that, but yeah. You know.
Yeah. I guess a lot of the guys in this chat know because they're probably buried in the same stuff.
Yeah, they're buried. I mean, we were supposed to get it here. I have to watch because I have to know whether to close my facility or not and tell people to come in beforehand, and I have to do all this shit. So I was watching it down here, but it ended up being nothing. We got a rain, you know? So Jay Spector says, what's the story with Saffold? He has to be released. Did he sign with Browns? Has to be a Keith Carter issue. I don't think it's any of the sort. I think Saffold knew this team's done. And if I'm going to get a chance to sign on with anybody and actually like play or whatever, make some more money, I'd like to be released. You're not using me. That's what he said. He walked up and said, hey, can I be released? And they said, yeah, sure. We have no problem giving you $400,000 to eat steaks and beef back up and use our weight room. Why not? Stupidest signing ever.
Well, I mean, look, if he couldn't make the Jets, if he couldn't crack our starting roster, good luck.
Joey G wants to know what will be the theme of the first show. Well, I got the GreenBean Jets pod I put out every Monday. I do that no matter what's going on. You know, talk about whatever Jets news, plans for the future, ideas, my predictions, what I would do, all those kinds of things. But we also start the Monday Night Mock on February 5th. So that'll be fun. All right, look at this. Another naked bootleg that actually works this time. Conklin running down the field. He don't care. Doesn't get to the. It looked like he was going to clearly get to the first down, but he doesn't.
It's like he slowed down.
Yeah. But I will say, Joey G, that's not to say that Keith Carter is some guy that I like or want to keep. I just don't think it's anything about. It's not about that. I think it's just like, hey, you know, you guys, your season's over tomorrow. I'd like to catch on with another team. You're not using me, so can I go? And they said, yeah, sure. And he did sign with the Browns. All right, you got a 2nd and 1. We hand it to Brees. Trudges for the first. Definitely gets it.
Will you be eating hot sauce on Thursday? Are we going to confirm that time?
What was it again? You wanted to do it this
for your show?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 7 o'clock. You guys want to see GreenBean eat the last dab?
Yeah.
The Apollo.
So yeah, there's the last dab. So Jeremy and I are going to do on the, what is that, on Brooklyn Brothers channel?
Brooklyn Brothers Food Review.
We'll go to Brooklyn Brothers Food Review, 7 p.m. on Thursday. And we will do the last dab and see how I can handle the hottest sauce in the world. Sure.
Don't miss it, guys. Don't miss it.
I have it here. Okay, Brees Hall running around. Look at this guy.
Brees.
He's just, look at him. Look at Brees Hall.
Stud.
Dude, Brees Hall. That's the thing. Like the fact that this offense sucks so bad with Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall on it, it's just like clearly there's a misusing of the talent. It's more than just, you know, the offensive line, the quarter. It's more because there are ways to compensate for your weaknesses. We don't know how to do that. You know what I think we should do? We should trade those guys and get firsts, right? That's what we should do. Just get all offensive linemen. That's all we need.
Yeah.
I told you guys. What we did last time, we got a receiver with 2,000-yard seasons in a row. We traded him. Here, I'll show you. Let me see. Is this it? Do you want to see Garrett Wilson? Oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go, guys. I'll show you what we're going to do. This is what our offseason is going to look like. If you're not ready for it, brace yourselves. Here. Hold on. Okay. Do you want to see Garrett Wilson? You know, look, he got over 1,000 yards for the first time since Keyshawn Johnson 2 years in a row. I'm going to give you a little nugget that nobody's talking about. Keyshawn Johnson, after the last game of the year. Where's my coffee? That year, said, give me some water too, like a bottle of water. I got 2,000-yard seasons in a row. I don't know if Bill Parcells has ever had a wide receiver that got 2 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. He said that in an interview right after the season. Do you remember what happened to Keyshawn that year? Remember what the Jets did? They traded him. That's what we did, Jeremy. We traded him. Why do we need that? Why do we need that?
Well, Garrett Wilson didn't write a book that was titled "Throw Me the Goddamn Ball."
Give me the damn ball. But let me say that. But that was 3 years earlier. That had nothing to do with it. That was under Kotite. Bill Parcells didn't have that.
Right, that's true.
You know? So we trade. What we should do. Well, he wasn't though, Timothy. He wasn't a malcontent when he was with the Jets. He wasn't. He was a team player. He was a badass. He was a great blocker, in addition to being a great possession receiver. I mean, great. And him and Corbett were probably the best tandem. You can argue Toon and Walker, right? You can argue Bray and Santonio Holmes and Koch. Like you can make arguments, but Keyshawn, Brandon Marshall, Decker, we've had good tandems before. But you can make an argument that Keyshawn and Corbett were the best we've ever had. Especially you add Dustin Keller in there, Brees Hall up the middle. I can't even tell what yard line we're on, Jeremy. I have no idea. 1st and 10, though. That much I can tell you.
Yeah.
So Keyshawn wasn't a problem when he was here. That first year he was, because think about it, he's the first overall pick. It was like game 6 before we threw him a pass. He was. Do you remember Keyshawn's first reception? You remember how many yards it was for? You remember, Jeremy?
I don't remember his first one. I don't.
50 yards. It's like
Mims.
It's like Denzel Mims, but I mean, not clearly different players, but it's like Denzel Mims. We suck. We throw Denzel Mims in there for 3 plays in the first game, and he gets a 40 fucking yard reception. It's like, yeah, take him out. We don't need that. That'll make us look bad if he keeps doing this. Jay Spector saying, I think we had a bad hand. No, he didn't, though. He really didn't. He wanted to win. That first year with Kotite, we were 1-15. He wasn't going to keep it in. He was a punk ass, don't get me wrong. But Keyshawn was a team player. Him and Corbett hated each other. Right? That was very well publicized. They didn't like each other. When Corbett had the ball, Keyshawn would knock somebody out to free Corbett up. And vice versa. Corbett would do the same thing for Keyshawn. They didn't care. They put it all aside on the field. Those guys were great together.
Bill Parcells hated wide receivers. He cut his number 1 wide receiver on the Giants the year they won the Super Bowl in '86.
Who was it? Baker?
Was it Bush Johnson or Lionel Manuel? One of those guys.
Yeah.
He cut them in 10, 11 games into the season.
Yeah, Bill Parcells, he just wasn't going to deal with any diva shit. You know what I mean? But hold on there, Lewis. I see you, buddy. We got to play here. Look at the lines. They're like so bad. There you go. Fix that shit. All right. Shotgun. Back to pass. There's some pressure. Throwing it deep. Terrible pass to Gibson. Why are we throwing it to a little tiny 4'8" dude on the sideline? I don't understand it.
Garrett Wilson.
Lewis Allen checking in. Thank you. He says, thanks for everything this year, GreenBean. Looking forward to more good content in the new year. Always good to see you, Jeremy. There you go. Well, thank you, Lewis. That's very kind, and we are glad that you're here, man. I mean, that's the whole thing, everybody. Don't forget, the Jets give us very little. We have to give each other the love. That's what they don't give us any. The Jets don't care about us. As a matter of fact, I might entertain the idea that Woody hates us. Because listen, his investment of $600 million is now worth over $6 billion, and we have sucked. So think about that. The formula of us losing and him making money is entrenched. He doesn't need to win here. He knows that. He's even overcharging us. He even went and said, I want your next year's money now, while we were in a losing streak. What are we talking about? But so that's why we got to love on each other. Right, Jeremy? We got to hug up, love up.
Yeah.
Boots is out there.
Yeah, he's helping scrape the floor with his feet.
Oh, is he? That's good.
He was helping. When you're a coach, you're a guy like that. You're trying to, kiss butt. You're going to help out.
Thank you.
Everything you can on the team. Yeah.
Finally.
Nice.
We are winning. We're about to do another 9. We'll get to 3 points to bring it to 9 points. 26 seconds in the half. Yeah. 9 points a game, Zerline.
And he gets it right in.
He missed it.
Oh, he missed it. Hey, I shall return. I'll be right back. I just got to my wife made me an iced coffee. I have to get her some water. She's on the exercise bike without water. So
go ahead. I can't believe Zerline just missed that, everybody. Oh, well, I don't know. He's missed a couple, but that was really a bad kick. Right? It was a bad kick, everyone. Yeah, you know what? That's the funny thing, disinfo. So what he did was, that was the year that, right, we were supposed to go to the Super Bowl. Everybody knows. We were widely chosen as the team to win the Super Bowl. Vinny Testaverde goes down game 1. Reminiscent of this year, but at least we got like a quarter and a half out of him. But still, let's see if the Patriots try to score here. Let's see what the Pats do here. Hold on there, Ryan. Good to see you, buddy. Look at this. They're going deep. Back shoulder. Does he catch it? Nope. No reception. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? You're on mute. You're muted. I can't hear you. Yep.
Sorry about that.
That's quite all right, man. You are forgiven. How are you today?
Not too bad. Trying to warm up by the fire. Had like a foot of snow today, so I was like handling that pregame and just enjoying watching some pixels light up on my TV. It's almost like watching football.
Oh, it's that bad? Your reception's all off because of the
No,
weather?
my reception's fine. It's just this is a very boring game.
Yeah. Oh, another bad pass. There we go. Zappy's playing. So Ryan, I mean, it's we were all talking before the game, and predictions were, in the neighborhood of the 6-3s, 9-6 kind of games. That's what we're seeing. Did you expect anything other than this? Is this a surprise right in the pocket?
Nah, this is about what I kind of expected. A lot of Breece Hall. I'm hoping he gets the 1,500-yard mark. That'd be really cool. I think Garrett is. Does he have 2 catches, 1 catch right now? Garrett's looking for 100 receptions. I think he needs 7 to get that.
Yeah, he needs 7 today. Let's see. He's got. He might. Let me see this. Let me take a look here. Jets, Pats, box. Let's see.
I know he had the one long one on the left sideline.
Remember that one? Let's see.
Player stats. Says.
Garrett Wilson has 2 receptions for 34 yards. He took a timeout. The Jets just took a timeout? No, they didn't. Why?
No, they didn't. It's halftime.
Yeah, it's halftime. So Robert Saleh.
No, I think you're. I just saw what you were looking at. Damn.
Timeouts remaining. The Jets have 0. Bill Belichick's going, why? He's pointing to Saleh. Why?
Hoping for like a block, maybe? I don't know. It's like.
Yeah, like what could it be? 4th and 3. Like, what do you want to do? He's like, did that guy really just call a timeout? Tell me why. Somebody tell me.
What you can hope for is like a botched like snap or something, maybe in bad weather.
Yeah, I mean, I think Saleh might not be aware that there's only 4 seconds left.
Yeah, like if I was, I don't know where they are on the field, but like, do you just hold the ball for 4 seconds and then like take the sack?
Look at Shay.
Aww. Yeah. I'm not saying that it was
I'm not saying one.
Oh,
he's a sequel.
Yeah, that's part 2.
Yeah,
that's the one that changes everything. Trust me.
Dude, 1 kid was tough. 2 kids trying to do like any kind of content stuff is incredibly hard.
Yep. It changes everything. It's funny, like when you hear people with no kids say that they're busy, then parents go, yeah, they laugh. Oh, look at this. Okay, we got it down the side. He throws it literally to. I mean, I don't know what that could have been. It's windy, so who knows? But it's funny when people without kids they go, dude, I don't know, I'm just so busy. You're like, cool. But then when people with 1 kid talk about being busy or difficult, then one, and it is. But then when you get 2 kids, you're like, it's a whole different thing.
I only had 1 kid for a year before having Ren, and significantly easier with the 1 because you're able to pass things back and forth. But like this one doesn't like to sleep at night sometimes, and like does not work well, and then very, very challenging. I've learned how to be more efficient with my time, which is good because my busy now, as you were alluding to, is significantly different than my busy without a kid.
There's just no comparison. Look at Matt O'Leary. He's there. What's up, Matt?
What's going on, guys? Well, how do you like this snow game?
Well, that was my question to you. Are you enjoying yourself on this fine Sunday afternoon of Jets football?
I am boring. I mean, pretty boring game, but I do like the aesthetic of the snow falling down. I think that's some winter football right there.
Yeah, I like that too. Like when we turned it on and it was snowing, I was like, oh, good. Okay, it's going to be a snowy game. A lot of Breece Hall, But, I don't know. I'd love to see some points. Yeah, either way,
Sure.
Anybody care? Ryan, I'll start with you. Are you I know we've talked a lot, but here we are today. It's halftime of the last game of the year. Are you leaning hard one way or the other, loss, win at this point, or do you not care?
No, the one you needed was the Washington one. So this one's a little less impactful, I think. I was hoping for like a good game. It's kind of a fine game. I guess seeing more Breece is what I'd want anyway. So the snow just gives us a reason to have a bad pass attack as opposed to like just having a bad pass attack.
You call that an excuse, right?
Oh.
I like that. What about you, Matt? I know you've been doing a good job saying, hey, fan how you want to fan. But for you, are you leaning one way or the other? Are you just you don't care at this point?
Not really. Like I'm rooting for like the players. Like anytime they make a big play, it's like okay, like I'm happy for that. I've seen Brees and Garrett play well, but I can't tell you like if they win this game, I'm going to be overly thrilled about it, or if they lost this game, I'm not going to get on the post game and yell and scream. It kind of, it is what it is. I think, you want to see things from the younger players, but other than that, you're kind of just going through the motions here in the final game.
I'm right there with you. It's like if I said if the Jets win and we're doing, it's like all right, I'll be happy about that, and it just falls where it falls. But if we lose, I'll be like, okay, good. Let's see what happens here. Now, what happens if Tennessee wins? Does Tennessee how does our head-to-head strength of schedule work out with them? Does that help us? Like, say theoretically we lose and the Tennessee Titans win, does that help, or is that one that doesn't affect us?
Yeah,
It helps. It bumps us up to 7.
Jump over.
Nice. Now, all right, who else we got? That's about it, right? I mean,
Yeah, it would be the Giants, the Chargers, and the
Titans.
Did the
Those are the
the
only
Chargers
five.
play? When did the Chargers
That's what
play?
it is, yeah. The Chargers are playing the Chiefs' backups, I think.
So they maybe win. Okay.
They could.
Yeah, the Chiefs are already locked into that 3 spot.
So the highest we can go is 6.
The highest we could go is 5 if the Giants win.
Jeez.
So if the Chargers and Tennessee wins, we could theoretically get to the 5th pick, and we lose.
Yeah. Which means we would have had the 2nd pick had we lost the Washington game.
Can you imagine?
Dude, that's why I was so bent out of shape in that win.
I was too. I mean, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But it's like, I mean, especially because we were giving it away in the second half, and then we come back and we score nothing. We do nothing, and then we kick a last-second field goal. It was like,
yeah, at least like dominate if you're gonna win. Like,
which we were doing. That's fine. I was like, okay, if we're gonna do this, then we just do this. Have some fun, and we do this.
yeah, we was happy till the end of that game.
Yeah. Yeah, right. It was like the whole first half. That was like the best first half we've had in decades, right? And then we have a second half where we don't score a point. Okay, great. We had fun, and we can lose. And no,
not so fast.
Baloney.
We could have traded down to 9 or 10 and gotten a 2nd and a 3rd.
And you would have gotten a 1st for that move.
Yeah.
Going from 2 down to, you probably would have gotten 2 or 3 firsts.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what that win cost you.
Oh,
yeah, JD would have stayed there and taken Bo Nix.
Oh no, don't. Oh.
How are you guys feeling about watching Bryce Huff's last game as a Jet?
Yeah, I'm not convinced,
say that.
but I think if it is, I know a lot of people are thinking we're just going to let him walk. I don't see it, and I know you. I think you were saying that on Tuesday night, Ryan. But I don't see it. I think, like I said, I got a little tidbit from somebody on the inside that said the Jets are planning to try to trade him. What they're looking for is a 2nd-round pick. Now, how they do that, how they accomplish that, whatever. But I feel like they're not going to let him walk for free. That's what I feel.
So you know what the only issue, and it's not necessarily a big issue because Douglas doesn't normally do it, but if you franchise tag Bryce Huff, you are at the mercy of whenever you can trade him, because you're tying up $19.4 million in your salary cap. So if you're looking at that first wave of free agents, maybe like a T. Higgins or a Mike Evans, you might have to forget that and look at that 2nd tier until you move Bryce Huff because you have that money tied up.
Yeah, I hear that. But there's all kinds of stuff you can do. I mean, there's all kinds of manipulation that you can do, and there's other people to trade. The whole Zach Wilson thing, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm starting to think more and more that the Jets end up keeping Zachy Poo, which would be fucking hilarious.
I would rather keep him than
I know you would. Yeah, right. Why were you saying that again? Why? What's your basis for wanting that again?
Well, I think they decided to trade Zach last year during the Jags game. I think the move with Rodgers was just window dressing to fluff up Zach's trade value for this season. So I think the plan has been to trade Zach since last year. But if you're looking at like, all right, we got to bring in a backup quarterback, like unless you can convince me that Brissett or Minshew is actually going to come here, like what's the next tier down of quarterback? I think the only reason you get rid of him is because you have nuked the relationship so much that you can't have him on the roster. Because I think talent-wise, he's going to be more talented than the backup quarterback you'd be bringing in.
Is he though? I mean, how much? How
If you
much?
pencil him in as QB3 and let him compete, that's what I would. I would prefer that.
Yeah. What do you think, Matt?
I think you'd kind of just be wasting a roster spot because I don't think you're giving him another contract. Like he'd be on the last year of his deal, and he'd be quarterback 3, the the emergency guy. I'd rather start it over with a day 3 project in that spot than run it. I think they're going to trade him. I think the writing's been on the wall for a while with that one now, but I wouldn't bring him back at this point. I don't think he's shown enough to prove that he's maybe going to be the guy after Aaron Rodgers is done.
Yeah, but I mean, and what's his contract?
I don't think, but you could at least attempt to get a comp pick. Like I think his value is so low and his value is so much higher as just a backup that like I don't know. I mean, I can't see a way they hold on to him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, what are we really realistically going to get for Zach Wilson, especially if the guys like the Brissetts and Minshew, like let's say that Minshew's out there for what I don't think they're going to. I think they're. I mean, he signed a 2-year contract anyway, didn't he? With the Colts,
I think it was only 1 year.
Yeah, but I think they'll keep him.
Yeah, I would think Minshew and Brissett are staying where they're at.
Yeah, I think so. Well, then again, but if Washington takes a quarterback, I think they'd probably rather Howell. One of those two guys is going to break free. I would think Howell or Brissett. Either one. Would you take? What would you think of Howell as the backup quarterback on the Jets?
It's fine, I guess. I mean, I think he's definitely worse than Brissett. I mean, statistically, it would be one of the better seasons we've had from a Jet quarterback if he was our starter with those numbers.
Yep. Isn't it crazy?
But I would say it's not a very exciting move.
Yep. What do you think, Matt? Would you be okay with Howell?
I think Howell has some Ryan Fitzpatrick in him. There's a lot of like some weeks it's like, hey, like there might be something here, and then there's some God, what the hell are we watching weeks? Yeah, I mean he's probably fine as he settles in as a backup, but I don't know if I want to give a draft pick for him kind of thing. So
yeah,
I'd rather just take my chances signing a veteran to be QB2 and then add a day 2 or day 3 guy to the room as well.
Well, right, and so who else is it going to be though? It's going to be Tannehill, possibly Brissett, especially because Washington's more than likely going to take a quarterback if they think Howell's fine to develop. You know what I mean? Like we'd rather have him as a number 2 than somebody who's aging. But it's Brissett, Tannehill, maybe Minshew.
So backup quarterbacks that are like free agents right now for next year. Obviously, Kirk's going to go somewhere, as a starter. But you got Ryan Tannehill, Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Mariota, Sammy Boy, Jameis Winston. I think Baker probably stays in Tampa. Drew Lock, Minshew, Teddy. I heard is retiring.
He said he's. What about Sam Darnold? Anybody want to do that and bring that shit show back to town? What do you think that would do, Matt? How do you feel about Sammy coming at the backup?
I feel about the same way as bringing in Justin Fields to back up. Same thing.
It's just not happening.
Yeah,
it's just not happening. Why toy around with it? What do you think, Ryan? You agree?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're telling me Joe Douglas is going to admit fault in the number 2 pick by bringing in Justin Fields or the quarterback he traded away to get Zach Wilson? No, that ship sailed.
Yeah, I know that's the whole thing. It's not to say that Justin Fields wouldn't be excited. I mean, that's all fun, well and good, but you bring him in here, it's just the optics are ridiculously negative. You know what I mean? Ridiculously negative. Gerbo says we should have signed Minshew, like Gunny said. Well, Gunny wasn't the only one, buddy. Let me tell you that.
A lot of people wanted Minshew.
That was my number 1 target this offseason. Number 1.
He was my number 1, but I liked him as backup.
I'm talking about quarterback. I wanted a backup quarterback, like many of us did, but he was the guy, the particular guy I wanted. Or Teddy. I said, fucking bring Teddy Bridgewater back in here.
He kind of signed as a starter though, because he signed before they drafted Richardson. So they kind of little bait and switched him.
Well, what did he get? I
mean, I'm not saying he got starter money, but like I don't know if he comes to the Jets knowing he's definitely the backup.
$3.5 million. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he was. I think they were pretty clear. Like we're going to be drafting a quarterback. Maybe he had the option to compete, though. You know what I mean? Like you have the opportunity to beat out a rookie. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there's that.
As opposed
to I don't know.
With us.
Yeah, I would love a guy like that as a back. There's somebody that could come in, okay, he's not great, but he's an NFL quarterback. That's the tough part.
He also got like a raw deal in Jacksonville. They pulled him to secure the tank, and then he sat behind like an MVP caliber Hurts. So it was like the perfect storm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right. He got, dude, I tell you, and that's how to tank. People talk about, well, telling a player to suck on no, you don't tell players to play less than they're going to play. You just pull those players off the field and you put on the shit boxers. We should be seeing, fucking, we should be seeing all kinds of, that's crazy noise.
I think we're getting Matt's phone.
Matt's phone? Is that your phone, Matt?
Turn it sideways. Let the sound go out sideways. That might do it.
Look at Ryan with the sideways option.
Yeah, it's just the hand cupped underneath, I think, that's doing it.
Oh, okay. So you're an amazing fella, Ryan. I want you to know that. I'm very impressed with your knowledge of such things. I'm like, we're screwed. Yeah, I don't know what we were even talking about anymore. But so this game sucks the balls. I'd love to see some sort of offensive explosion in the second half. Either way, I could care less. Well, let me say that. So, dude, Bill Belichick signed a multi-year lucrative contract in October. Matt, why are we talking about him being fired? What is the story here? You think that's real, or is it just what could be the benefit of pretending he's getting fired? What is this?
I don't know. I think there's some smoke there. Apparently, they didn't like how the team played when they went over in Germany. Why he would get this lucrative contract extension in season when they were they had 2 wins at the time, 1 or 2 wins. Kind of crazy. But everything runs its course. I would not be surprised if he's traded to the Chargers. I feel like Harbaugh or Bill Belichick are going to be coaching the Chargers next year. One of those 2 guys. I think they go, big fish hunting or big game hunting, whatever the quote is. But I just think it's run its course there in New England. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they moved off him.
What do you think, Ryan? You think it's a sure thing, or are what's with the contract? You think that's just because they can trade him? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know how much he would get in a trade. Like I feel like even if a team were to trade for him, it may not be like a crazy sort of situation. It might be one of those things where it's like, hey, Bill, we'll let you go where you want to go. We just got to get like something back. I do think Harbaugh is definitely going to LA, which was probably Belichick's top option to try and get that win record. I don't know if it's a guarantee he's out in New England. If Harbaugh definitely goes to LA, what other like position do you see Bill going to? Because I feel like any spot where he's going to have to get a quarterback isn't very attractive. Like maybe unless he lands in like Atlanta and gets Kirk Cousins or something like that.
Or like Washington, and they're going to, they got the number 2 overall pick. I mean, I don't know. I hear you. With
that's what I'm saying. Like he's got to groom a quarterback, and he needs, if he loses this game, he needs 27 wins to get the record. So you're talking like at least 3 seasons. At 9 wins
but he can grab Josh McDaniels back because he's going to be. That's where he's going. Wherever Bill goes.
I'm hoping McDaniels is the head coach of the Patriots.
You think?
I hope so.
Delightful.
I would be tickled pink.
The best. Let him draft his quarterback and fucking ruin him.
Tim Tebow, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be hilarious. So the game started real quick. Mike D wants to just say hello. Love you guys. Been watching for years. Typical Jets win today. Want this shit show over already. Health and wealth, guys. Well, thank you, Mike. Mike, you're the man. And it's all right. That's what I keep saying. It's like the Jets clearly don't love us, so we got to love each other. You know what I mean? They might even hate us. Woody. I think he hates us, honestly. So real quick before you guys go, Matt, start with you. Prediction. How do you think this one ends?
12-6 field goal show. An ugly, disgusting 12-6 Jets win.
Jets win 12-6. What do you think, Ryan?
I don't know. I want to say like a 9-6 Patriots miss like an extra point or something stupid. I don't know. I don't think we're getting in the end zone. I think it's going to be a clunker.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. We'll be here for it either way. There was Brees fighting for some yards. Okay. All right, guys. Well, listen, this was the final halftime visit of the year. So thank you. I love you guys, as you know. I'm glad that you were able to hang out with us all year. But once again, we're disappointed. We've yet to cover a successful season as content creators. Here we are again. Maybe next year we'll have more luck. But thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you so much. Take it easy, boys.
All right, there they go. Ryan and Matt O'Leary hanging out with us every single halftime for the last 3 years of disgusting Jets football. Teen Bean in the house behind me, bored out of his gourd, looking on his cell phone like so many teenagers do. Look at Rippin. He don't know where to go. Oh, Becton, look at it. Get ready to throw it. Yep, that's what I said, Rippin. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like wondering, you know something I don't know?
No. I just am dumb. That's Simeon. Dude, Cardozo, you know that's what's happening. That's why I'm a little surprised. Like, you know, the whole thing in New England, it's just like he's gonna. I mean, they're locked into the third pick. I don't know if they win this game. I mean, I don't know. I think they could still move back a little bit, but they're gonna have the third pick. They're gonna get a quarterback. But I don't know if he feels like, I mean, go to Washington. That's a better quarterback. You got the choice. I don't know. It just seems like an opportunity for him to get his guy, but he did already get a first-round quarterback in Mac Jones. So who knows? 52. I almost thought that was Jermaine Johnson. Who's number 52? Is that Zaire Barnes? That's Zaire Barnes, Jeremy? Do you know?
That'd be surprising if he's suddenly in there on special teams. Wasn't there there's some other guy, I can never pronounce his name, that they signed to be a special teams linebacker. And then he kind of disappeared. I don't know if he got hurt or something. Maybe he's back. Remember that? Somebody?
I'd like to see him. Papa Yeti says he hates these conversations about talking about. He says, well, I don't think Brees or Garrett or JJ or Q would ever half-ass it. That's the thing. Like, why we should be using this game to see at least McDonald. Like, if we're contemplating getting rid of Bryce Huff, like, why isn't McDonald out there? He should be playing the full game, but they're not.
Yeah,
wait, what's that? Go ahead.
No, I agree. You could play hard to win and try to win, but still be smart about personnel.
Right. Like, and use it as a multi-tiered benefit. Like, if you win, great. If you lose, great. But we're going to look at our young guys. We're going to get them some NFL playing time. Izzy, Zaire Barnes. I mean, I don't know. Is Jarek Bernard Converse ready? Trey Dean? Get these fucking guys out there, man. Yeah, get them some NFL playing time.
Let's see what they got. It doesn't make any sense not to. It's like, yeah, try to win. Be competitive. Fine. But there's nothing on the line. It's not like there's a playoff spot. There's no reason not to see these guys play in a real game.
Yeah. I agree. And again, it's not that, look, like, we're winning the game, Papa, and I'm with you there, but you got to be honest. This is a terrible game. This game's boring. Like, this is the football I remember in, like, the Kotite years, like, just going to the games, and they were like, the first year of Kotite was just like boring. The second year, interestingly enough, we brought on Keyshawn, and we had a young Corbett, and we had Jeff Graham, who was a good wide receiver. We were actually exciting. We just kept finding ways to lose. We were like, you know, the term back then was we were the best 1-in-15 team in NFL history. Great. Great. But we were at least, like, there were some exciting games here. Like, we had a few that we were, like, really close to winning, and we just couldn't get it together, you know? But look how young Bill Belichick was when he quit on us and went over there.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. I hate that guy.
I want to be a Boston asshole instead of a New York guy.
So, but that's the whole thing. It's just like, I mean, if this game could give us some excitement, there he goes. Look at this. Got some excitement. He's running through the snow. I do like the snow, though. I will admit, I agree. I'm excited about, I wish all games were in the snow. You know what I mean? Especially in the winter. Yeah. I wish, I like open air stadiums. I like being cold, like going there, having to bundle up. Like the whole dome thing. If you're going to do that, that's fine. But I don't know. I like open air stadiums. I'm old. That's what I'm used to. And I like it. I like seeing snow on the field. I like having to deal with the elements and all that stuff. It's football. Another handoff. Look at it breaking through. Okay. JFM back there. Ashton Davis, little pop. Jimmy Jett says he wants New England to trade Bill and hire Josh McDaniels. He ruins teams and quarterbacks. So, yeah, I want to win and give them the pick. But why do you still? Oh, I hear you. Because then Josh McDaniels. I'll tell you what. If they were saying Josh McDaniels was the guy, which he just very well might be, if he was going to be the guy, I might care less. Look at this. Throwing it. Oh, my God. He's going to get a flag, right? There's no flag on that? That's interesting.
They're not calling it today.
That's what they're giving it back to us for that pass interference in the end zone with Conklin.
Yep.
Next week, wild card weekend. Who's playing now? Do we have the NFL wild card schedule yet here, Jeremy? I know there's more games to play.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's Pittsburgh yet or not. It depends.
Yeah, but we know who they would play if they win, right? Don't we?
Yeah.
Aren't we there? Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Who's 98 these days? Yeah, and he didn't make I can't believe Quincy Williams didn't make the Pro Bowl, everybody. Just want to tell you.
So the games that are already decided is Houston.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. Let me see here.
Oh, this is all based on current standings.
Yeah, well, that's what we want to look at. So
yeah. Right now, Miami would play Pittsburgh at.
Okay. The Texans are 10-7, dude. Amazing. Oh, there's a sack. Who's that for? Quinnen with his second sack of the day, everybody. Almost his third. So he's just stacking these numbers today. This is a stacking game, a number game for Quinnen. He's dominating now. Look at that. He even got hit. Look at that. Says, all right, that's enough for you. JJ was there too. Quinnen's a stud. I love Quinnen Williams, everybody. Yeah, I'd say, Joe, Jose, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I will agree. Like the idea like that we're going to fire everybody and recruit somebody with Aaron Rodgers, it's just not real. Like this is the bed we made. And it's not the worst bed in the world. We have to fix a few things. Like we got to get some beef up front. Got to do it. And you got to add another wide receiver. I mean, you got to add a bunch of wide receivers, but you got to have a bona fide number two. You got to. Or even a number one. Like if somebody better than Garrett Wilson wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. But Garrett Wilson is a stud. He's a true number one wide receiver. But our defense is intact. Our special teams are intact. We got a stud running back, stud wide receiver. Like we have a lot here. So the idea that adding a Hall of Fame quarterback to that, and these quarterbacks are playing well into their 40s, so why not? But I still think getting some young hotshot coach in here with that ain't the way. But I don't know. My problem with Cardoza has an opinion. Let's see what Cardoza's talking about. The problem with the Tankers is if we're playing revisionist history, yes, we should have lost to the Eagles and Bills. We should have tanked since. No,
that doesn't
make sense, Cardoza. It's once you're eliminated. Once there's nothing to play for, then losing makes more sense than winning. Like what Ryan said, if we lost the Commanders game and we lose it, like we had the second overall pick. That's a big deal, dude, because then you could trade back to 5 or 6. You can get a first, a second this year, a third, some other change maybe, and you could seriously help this team and still get the tackle that you want with no question. Or Marvin Harrison if the tackles go. Like you get back to 5 or 6, you're getting one of because the quarterbacks are going first and second. So if you're at the second pick, and you trade a quarterback and you trade for a quarterback, you got Bowers up there. He's probably going to go top 5 or 6. Or you got Fashanu, you got Alt, the 2 tackles. And then you got Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, you're getting one of those guys. So it's like, That's the brilliance of it. That's the beauty. I shouldn't say brilliance, but that's the beauty of it. But I get what you're saying, but that's not, you don't tank a whole season. It's once you're mathematically eliminated, then what's the point? But I understand when people are saying, like, I just want to watch football. I just want to win games. I get that too. And that's significantly more fun. How many fucking years are we going to root for losses? You know what I mean? I get that too.
Yeah. Like, look, I don't have a problem with people who want to win. I don't have a problem with people who want to tank. I respect either opinion. And I respect the people like me that are torn.
Yeah. So respect me, damn it. Right? Yeah.
No, it just doesn't. It's like, there's an argument for both sides. It's not a wrong or right. It's just maybe it has to do with what kind of person you are, you know? Like,
yeah, maybe. If you're an asshole or you're not. Right? I'm just kidding. Let me say that. Bree-fan LFC, Bree-fan LFC, BRE-fan in LFC. Okay, Profanal Fook says we absolutely have to win. Take one positive out of this season. Break the losing streak at the Pats. That's a big deal. We suck at getting top 5 quarterback. Well, we're not getting a quarterback, so that's the whole thing. Oh my God, terrible. That right side was overwhelmed on that one. Breece Hall with the loss. Here's the thing, though. Let me say this. So I hear you guys with breaking the streak to the Pats, but don't forget, we broke some streaks this year. We beat the Eagles for the first time ever, and we won the game out of the bye, I believe, for the first time in Salah's tenure, and only for the second time in 10 years. So that's not bad. Not a bad year if they're talking about streaks being broken, right? You don't have to break them all 1 year. I just think 1-15 versus 16-0. I don't know how much value I do want to break the streak, but again, this is the one time it benefits New England. The one time. Go, Breece. 2nd and 9 gets what? 5 there, Jeremy?
Yeah. And with Tennessee up by like 15 points right now, it's that much more of a slap in the face. You know, like it feels that much. I mean, the fact that it's not only that we don't slip down, now we're talking about we could move up.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me, but I'm watching the game and I want them to do well. It's not I'm
rooting for them
against the Jets, but it hurts with the draft. Like, it's hard not to feel that pain.
What was it? He goes, okay, 3 things. That's good. To tell me how to say your name. I'll try to keep it in there. I'll keep an eye out for it. Look at Simeon. Oh, Garrett Wilson drops it like a scrub.
Well, maybe he wants Aaron Rodgers to have more time in the pocket next year.
Maybe he's tanking. Who knows? Simeon finally gets him the ball. Beautiful pass. Right in the bucket. Can't hold on. That would have given us the first, everybody. Yeah, G-Dub. So when you're busy complaining, just remember, you had some fumbles and drops this year too, friend. It's been a bad year for everybody. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, stop complaining and say, yes, we had a bad year. I am included in that. Let's push reset and start over fresh. I'm going to go to Florida. I'm going to go to the islands, kick back, drink a margarita, maybe a daiquiri, maybe a pina colada. I'm going to come back fresh. Maybe some cocaine, a little bit, whatever.
Can you imagine the controversy? Can you imagine the controversy if it gets out after the game that they find out, like they have it on tape, that Belichick told the locker room, any guy who scores, you'll never work in this league again.
Imagine we're losing this game, damn it. Casey pointing out that, look, Charles is fucking feisty. Look, he's like, screw you, dude. Look at him. Herb Charles. He's had it. I love that he's had it.
I get that Purdy was the last pick.
Yeah.
But if you go back, I did the numbers. If you go back to 2000, any quarterback drafted after the 3rd round since 2000, you have a 2.5% chance that they're ever a starting quarterback, like a real quarterback in this league.
Right.
2.5.
I mean, and you look at Mr. Irrelevant over the past 50 years, right? How many have done anything?
Right. It's always
especially quarterback.
It's always that let's pull out a case study, which is the most floored way to make an argument for something. It's just
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I get it, right? I get it. Like the thought is, so like Tom Brady was a 6th round pick, right? So like it's not impossible, totally, but the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, Brock Purdy. I'm forgetting who. There's a couple more.
Well, Howell was a 5th round pick, and he looks pretty good.
But we're talking about establish themselves as the guy.
Yeah,
answering your problem, that's search, and you're talking about 2.5 to 3%, based on like you could argue a couple, like because they made it and they played 2 years.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's right, exactly. JB wants to know if Rodgers played and we sucked, would he cry and be all that? Well, let's say this. Number one, it's hard to say. We can speculate all we want, but I am a firm believer that I've watched enough all 22 this year. Now I stopped the past few weeks. I just don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care enough to devote that. It takes me about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to watch all 22. So I just, I've lost my vigor, you know what I mean, to do that. Yeah. But let me tell you, I was watching it up for most of the season. And let me just tell you guys, there were numerous games where quarterback was the number one issue. And I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. I watched, okay? I'm not reading an article and I'm watching myself. I'm looking at plays. I'm time stamping. I'm looking at everything. I'm checking the time. I'm looking how many receivers are open. I'm looking at everything. There were numerous games, and I'll tell you a few. The Pats game, the first Pats game, the Falcons game, the Raiders game, quarterback, not the offensive line. They weren't perfect, right? They're definitely, there's issues, but there were numerous games where quarterback was the issue.
Yeah.
Look at this. Okay. So that's the whole thing. So like if Aaron Rodgers was here, I think we have at least 3 more wins that were going into this game. So we're a 9-win team going for 10 wins. Like, that's what I think.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But let's say that happened. Yeah, I think if Aaron Rodgers was the starting quarterback and we were out of the playoffs and the whole thing, he was complaining and bitching, totally. I think Jets fans would absolutely want him out.
Yeah. So Cardozo,
that's my whole thing. I'm sorry, Jeremy. Go on.
I'm sorry. Cardozo actually helped me out. He named the other 2 quarterbacks that made it that were after the 3rd round: Russell Wilson and Dak Prescott. So
Russell Wilson was a 3rd round pick, though.
Right. But okay, 3rd round or after. I said that, though. I said 3rd rounds or later. So those are like the 5. Those are the 5 main quarterbacks. But if you look since 2000, there's been over 150 quarterbacks taken 3rd rounds or later. So you're talking about 3 to 3.5%, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Brock Purdy's a great, but let me tell you this, though. Here's the funny thing about it. If you go back to that year and look at some Monday Night Mocks, we talked about Brock Purdy. Like, he's not a 1st round pick, but this guy looks like a real quarterback.
Yeah.
We talked about Brock Purdy. We're not stupid. Like, we see it.
Right.
Why did he make it to the 7th round? Who knows?
And I
think he could have very easily been a 3rd round pick. Why not?
I do believe this year we're going to see a mid-round quarterback become a success story. I believe this is the year. I think there's a handful of guys that might get picked after the 3rd round that won't make it.
Well, there's the kid from Florida State. Word is the Jets love him, and if he's there and they're with their 4th round pick, he's getting scooped up by the Jets. Whether or not he makes it that far, remains to be seen, because he's the only reason he would is because he's got an injury. Look at that.
Yeah.
Michael Carter. The Jets are defensive backs are playing right now, baby. JW checking back in. Thank you, buddy. He says, we need to have a backup if Rodgers tears his other ACL. Well, he didn't tear an ACL. I get your point. He blew his Achilles, right? But same point. I get it. Expect shit stuff to happen and don't fail. Dude, and if anywhere it's going to happen, it's here. Has he not learned? That's like after last year with the complete decimation of our offensive line, I was blown away by the lackadaisical approach that Joe Douglas took with our offensive line this year. Like, this is the first offseason I legitimately had big problems with what Joe Douglas did. I didn't love everything, but I think by and large, I understood what Joe Douglas was doing. I saw the logic behind it. Again, didn't love every pick, didn't love every free agent, but I saw what he was doing. This year made no sense to me. You trade for Aaron Rodgers, and then you use your resources to like kind of plan for the future. I don't understand. It didn't make sense to me. So I have a big problem. And I think a lot of what we're seeing is because of that. Like you have to plan for worst case scenario here. I understand Aaron Rodgers has played again. Let's just look at it. Wait, Aaron, I did it the other like a couple weeks ago. But you can look and just real quick see. I'll tell you how many seasons he hasn't put. So, all right. So in 2022, he played 17 out of 17. He's played every single game from 2018 on. He made 2017, he played 7 games, but then the 3 years before that, he played every game. Then he had 2013 where he played 9 games, and then he played every game from there on out. Or no, he missed 1 game in 2010. So, but pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years out of 18 or out of 15, he played every single game. I understand why they bet on it. I still wouldn't have. And we were talking about it. This is the Jets. This isn't New England. This isn't Green Bay, where they get the best of luck. Everybody they draft just happens to be great. That ain't us. And you got to know that shit. But they didn't. So it's bothersome. It's a problem. Oh, yeah, I agree, Phil. You just kind of, I think they just bet on the idea that Aaron Rodgers is durable. And it's like, and then they look, we have Zach as a backup. He can kind of play, but he won't be playing, so it's fine. And Jason Radcliffe says Penix Jr. should be the #1 target. First of all, if the Jets draft a quarterback with their first round pick, I'm going to fucking throw something at the screen. Right? Like, there's no reason why the Jets should take a quarterback with their first round pick. None. I don't give a shit if Penix is on the board or not. Now, I happen to like Penix. As far as skill set, he's my favorite quarterback in the draft. But Penix has an incredible injury history. You draft that quarterback to the Jets, bet on never seeing him, buddy. I'm just telling you, Jason. We'll never see him.
And even regardless of the injuries, because of the position, I don't think he's going to slip as far as people think he is. I mean, people have him like available in the 3rd round. He's not.
He's a first-round quarterback. Yeah,
right. He's not slipping. He's not slipping that far. He could slip, but not that far.
Yeah. Yeah. Aaron checking in says, I still don't trust Hackett. All right, let's toss again. Simeon back to pass, throws it to G-Dubs, hits him in the chest, drops it again. Tough catch, but
wow. Saved
his head. Yeah, and this is why you shouldn't be out there. Fucking running Garrett Wilson out there in the snow. Hitting his head. Concussion. There it is. Smart. Good shit, Jets. Jabril Peppers all upset. Oh, yeah, totally. Hit him in the head. What are you going to do, buddy? That's the rules. Is Garrett Wilson still down? See, this is what we were afraid of, everybody. It's a great point, Aaron. And it's one of the arguments that people that were anti-Hackett had. Look at everybody around Garrett Wilson. He's dead. Look at this.
This is why you don't do it.
Yeah.
It's like, where the Jets.
Right here. Bends his neck back. Totally.
Oh, my God.
But he moved his arms to take his helmet off. And then his helmet hits the ground.
He's complaining about that call, that defender. He's going to get fined.
Well, I know why though. Yeah, it's stupid though, because it's just inadvertent contact. He's running. He goes down just because his head hit your chest.
Right. Well, he didn't go helmet to helmet. He didn't go helmet to helmet. That's the only thing.
No, I mean, he didn't do anything. I mean, he's just running towards the guy. He pulled. He was like this. He hit his chest. Garrett Wilson's helmet hit his chest. So why is that a flag? I mean, I'm with it. I don't like seeing Garrett Wilson go down, but come on, dude. Like, what is this?
Yeah, he's walking around. There's no nerve damage or anything like that.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll be playing in 5 minutes.
Now, well, you do not let him back in that game. If they do,
I agree. Well, they'll let him back out there.
That'd be the dumbest thing.
That was scary looking. His head got snapped back like that. That ain't good. JW says, you're the best, guys. Thanks for treating me like a little brother and not an idiot when I make a mistake. Now bench the starters. For fuck's sake. Jesus. Yeah, well, we're not idiots. You know how many mistakes I make? Nobody lets me off the hook, though. That's the thing. They bring it up years later. You said.
How does that, how does that Big Bird song go? Everyone makes mistakes, so yes, they do.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, of course.
I remember it ain't easy being tall or some shit.
It ain't easy being green.
Yeah, who says that?
Kermit.
That's Kermit. That's Kermit. So yeah, Jay, I don't know. There's no idiots here, except for like Sean saying Salah is an idiot. There you go, Jay, right? And Wild Wave, Salah's a bozo. You know, what are you gonna do?
It's so funny. Now everyone's going to say that we're saying don't play starters when the weather's bad. No, we're saying it when the game means nothing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I see, Jay. I see what you're saying. He's not saying the Jets should take him. I get it. I thought that's what you were saying. Look at Breece Hall. Oh, dude, he bypassed that big hit. See that? He's so slippery. Yeah. I tell you, for a big bruiser like Breece Hall can be, he is elusive, man. Slippery.
Yeah.
He's an exceptional running back, dude.
Exceptional. The best, may possibly going to go down as the best we've ever had. Let's watch.
Yeah, let's hope if he lasts.
Years. I mean, again, we are using him right now for no reason.
For no reason.
Instead of looking at our young player, Izzy, to see if he's the real number 2. You know? Why would we want to know that?
Look, tight formation. I wonder what this is. Okay. They got it, though.
Yeah.
It's like they got it. So George wants to know, George Fire says, why does Hackett insist on running toward the right side? Well, I know, but he didn't do it when it was Becton and ABT. Remember? They did it like once or twice a game and it'd pop off big runs and he'd continue to run toward Lakin and Dwayne Brown. It's hilarious with this guy. Like, I honestly believe that he doesn't even think like that. He really doesn't. He doesn't think like, I got Xavier Newman and Carter Warren over there. Let me not run that way. Let me run toward Lakin and Becton. Nope. Yeah. Not that he doesn't, but it's like, why won't you just stop doing that? Look at Yeboah, though. Fighting. I love this Yeboah guy.
Yeah.
They haven't thrown him the ball once, though. It makes no sense to me. Breece popping through. Slippery. I'd say take Breece out, too. They're trying to get him some yards or something. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I just want to see. I want to see what Izzy can do.
Yeah, Eddie McGuire. Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Salah and Hackett overusing Breece and Garrett in the last game with Snow is the evolution of incompetence. 23 carries, sickening. And think about this. All the games that meant something, 3 carries, 6 carries. Ridiculous, dude. Here we are. Who's that? Is that fucking Tippmann? Of course. Yeah, why not? Of course. It's not Xavier Newman. It's not, Nope, Tippmann. Mr. Downtown checking in. Joe D going to have to do major damage control, sign proven offensive line in free agency, get offensive weapons in the draft like Romo Dunes and tight end and a quarterback like J.J. McCarthy. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think we need a tight end. But I mean, maybe we will. I don't see it. Where do we think J.J. McCarthy's going in the draft?
Right now, like I say he's going to Pittsburgh at like the 20th pick or something. Like he's anywhere from the 17th to the 22nd pick right now. That could change.
Let's see where they got him on this big board here.
Take all the starters out.
I know.
Garrett Wilson
going to the back, Tippmann going to the tent. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing?
I don't. People still argue. Yeah. Just keep playing them. Let's see if we can lose a guy for the start of the season next year.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're thinking though. Too. There's plenty of time to heal up. You know.
So what's the deal with Tippmann? How hurt is he now?
I don't know. Who knows? Who's out there starting? It's not him.
I don't know. Hansen maybe or something.
Probably Xavier Newman. Oh, there it goes. We see the benefit of that.
Go shotgun. That's a smart.
Yeah, right. Exactly. First snap for a new center in the snow. Let's go shotgun.
It's the most incompetent coaching staff. It really is.
It really is.
It
It's
really
embarrassing. It's as if we're watching like people who've never done it. You know, there's no awareness.
It's like they don't know that it's more chance of a mistake when you have an inexperienced guy coming in cold from a game to do a freaking shotgun.
Yep.
And I've seen other teams be conservative when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah. Shit,
You know?
we saw Dable not even let his quarterback throw a pass because he thought he wasn't ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. Chuck Lagana says, put a dome on that damn. See, I don't agree. I think play in the snow. That's what I think. I don't know, Chuck. I don't like the domes. Domes are, I don't know, it's like climate control. Fuck that. Play in the weather. That's what I think, Chuck. I like the snow. I like rain. I like snow.
Can you imagine if this game meant something, how mad we would be at that?
Oh, my God. Here we go. We got another shotgun play here, Jeremy. They didn't learn.
Nope.
Better snap. Hands it off to Breece Hall, who takes it outside. Does he get around the edge? Yep, a little bit. Takes about 4.
Here's the interesting thing, GreenBean. They did the shotgun anyway, 3rd and 16, and they
then hand it off. Yeah, and then they run the ball. Right.
Yeah. So fucking stupid. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
Duncan says Hall needs 10 more yards for 1,500. That's all-purpose yards, though, right? Still a lot. It's not on the ground, but still, I'm with you. Hennessy checking in. What's up, Hennessy? Good to see you, buddy. He says, so now all our key players are going to get hurt in this meaningless effing game just to kick us in the nuts to end the season. Only the Jets, never surprised. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Hennessy. We've been saying it all game. And like, why wouldn't you want to see the other guys? I don't understand, because they're trying to win. Like I said, if we win this game, no matter how we win it, you will hear, I would be blown away if you don't hear Saleh say, we won 3 of the last 5. I'm just telling you, brace yourselves.
Like, he'll defend this.
Yeah.
As if we win, as if it's acceptable.
Mr. Downsound says, what happened to looking up his rankings? JJ, sorry. Well, the game got me distracted. But let me say this. I'm looking, and JJ McCarthy is not in the top 100 on, maybe I missed him. I'm scanning back again.
Either that or he just hasn't declared officially.
On Tankathon. No, they don't care. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry. I did miss him. He's 35. He's ranked 35 overall player. The fact that he's a quarterback will catapult him way into the first round, as we know. All right, New England handing the ball off. Sauce Gardner would lower their shoulder. That's right.
He's
Sauce lowering the shoulder. There's a fight. TJ Mosley's fighting. Damian Sherwood breaking it up.
I think there's
Belichick wearing a mask.
I think there's a strong possibility that JJ McCarthy is going to end up being the best quarterback in this draft.
You want to know who's going to be the best wide receiver in the draft?
Marvin Harrison.
Nope. I'm going to tell you right now. I already know who it is.
Who is it? Neighbors is too obvious.
Nope. McConkey.
Lad McConkey.
That's right.
He's great. He's a great player.
He's going to be the best wide receiver in the class. You'll see. Get him, Quinnen.
Oh.
No, that's who's that? 97. Who's that guy? Holmes.
Holmes.
He's a rookie.
I'm some guy, Holmes. Taking advantage of
Nathan Shepard. That's funny because that's exactly who I thought it was. My son goes, Shepard. Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
Hector and Holmes, they both got jobs because everybody got hurt.
Yeah. No, they just want to see what they look like. But, I think Will McDonald, I saw him out there before. Jason checking back in. Our offense is a comedy of errors. It really is, Jay. It really is, man. I don't even know. It's just the funniest thing in the world. And our defense is so good, dude. And Brayley Zappi. I mean, look, you got to give it. This is a tough game to do anything offensively, but we already know our offense sucks. So let's see. I'm going to look up. Let me look up another. I'm going to look up Draft Buzz and see where JJ McCarthy is there. So he's 35. That was Tankathon. Who was it?
Yeah, but 35 ranked player
Downtown.
overall is middle first round for sure, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Gibson gets it running. Oh, and he runs into traffic. God damn it, he hit his own player. I love when they catch a punt running already. Oh, I never see it anymore.
It's rough on ice, you know, because you're gonna slide.
But he was already running. That's the best thing about it. If he didn't hit his own damn player,
Yeah.
That was good.
I think that the matchup, the championship game, is going to be relevant, like with these drafts, like Penix versus McCarthy on the big stage like this.
Oh yeah, it's going to be
Like,
great.
you know.
That's exciting shit.
Yeah.
All right, let me see their big board. Hold on. Hold on. Positional rankings. No, let me see. Where's your big board? Prospect overall. Yeah, where's the overall rankings here? Position. No, I don't want that. I want all. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. I'll tell you there, Mr. Downtown. Hold on. You're probably already looking it up. You got less to do than me. Okay, so let's see where McCarthy is. He's not in the top 12. Let's see here. He's not in the top 24. Nope, not the top 36. They have him at 44 on Draft Buzz. So 35 on Tankathon, 44 on Draft Buzz. Let's take a look at my favorite, Draft Tech. They're my favorite. I trust Draft Tech. Handing it to Brees again, gets corralled. So Brees Hall needs 81 more yards, guys, to break 1,000. That would also put him over 1,500 all-purpose. That'd be nice to see, right? Probably what we're doing. We're trying to get him some stuff. Get Brees Hall some stuff. Calvin Pace, Turbo. That's good. That's a good callback. 97. That's a good one. Hennessy checking back in. Says Hackett just found out he has Brees on. I know, dude. That's the most painful comment I've ever heard a Jets coach say.
Look at him. There he is.
There he is. He's like, wait, what? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what down is it? How much time we have? 6 seconds. Holy shit. 2 seconds. Wait a minute.
Maybe I should have the quarterback go over center.
All right, let's look at their big board. Here we go. Draft Tech's big board. I love Draft Tech's my favorite. Just so we know. All right, let's see. They have JJ McCarthy at 38. Same basic pocket, 35, 44, 38. So that's kind of where he is, right? Bless you. So, but again, I think that neatly places him in the first round because he's a quarterback. Quarterback value is significantly higher than most other positions. So, you know.
The only thing that can push him back is there's so many quarterbacks that you run out of teams that are willing to use a first rounder on one.
Right. But I'll tell you what, man, when you get into the back end of the first round and teams are good, like they have all their stuff, and they see the opportunity to get like a first round quality quarterback, they might just do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Steelers are definitely a team that is going to be, right around that sweet spot, looking for which quarterback drops. I mean, you'd think that the Steelers would be interested in the quarterback.
So the Panthers are let me see this. This is crazy. Wait a minute. What's the score of the Panthers game right now?
The Panthers game.
The Bucks need to win, right? Don't they need to win? Jags, the Titans are 28-20. They have the ball. The Jags came back a little bit there. So
close.
Yeah, that's a close game. They're still up by 8, right? But they have the ball. So if they can tack a field goal on there, that helps. There's 12 minutes left in that game. The end of the third, Lions and Vikes. I'd like to see the Vikings win that.
The Bucks are shutting out the Panthers 9-0.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a touchdown from the Panthers. Guess not. Probably got called back because you know how teams suck. Panthers, dude, what a painful thing that is for that team and that fan base. They suck to the point of being the worst team in the league with the number 1 overall pick, and it's not even theirs. Oh my God.
They traded up to take Young over CJ Stroud, man. That's going to go down as if Young doesn't turn it around, that's going to go down as like the epic draft disaster.
Yeah, it's potentially worse. I don't know if it is though. So the Bears trading up for Trubisky and passing on Mahomes and Deshaun Watson for Trubisky. Oh my God, look at this. Get it to him. Oh, he doesn't get it to him. He doesn't get it to him. 6-3, fourth quarter football. Everybody, this is one of those exciting Jets-Pats games from years of lore from the past. Patty Grimes says, "My Lions." Patty, how dare you? Oh yeah, that's not the right comment. Here she is. Chuck just saying, "Go Bucks." Patty, how dare you? You're a Jets, Patty. You're here on a Jets channel. I'll tell you what, though. I hate the Lions because we started the same time as them, and look at what they've done, and we suck the balls.
Let me tell you something. Patty Grimes is a very dedicated supporter of Jets YouTube content providers.
Yes. Yeah.
He's
always around.
Always around you, me, Nick. I mean, like, always there. Adam supports him.
But you know what sucks about, like I've said this before. You know what sucks about the Jets? Like, again, like, yes, the Panthers are the worst team in the league and all that shit. Look at this fucking asshole. I hate this guy. I hate him. There's so many things I can say. But let me just say this about how bad the Jets really suck. We have been the laughing stock of the NFL for decades, right? Outside of a couple years with Rex, couple years with Mangini. Right? Look at this. Oh, the Patriots with some trickery. Sauce doesn't know. Look at this.
I don't know if I should be cheering or
I don't know what's going on. I just want anything happening. It's anything exciting, period. I'm just looking at it.
It's really
but here's how bad the Jets really suck, everybody. The Jets have been the laughing stock for decades, and we still have not had the number one overall pick since 1997. That is 27 years. So think about that. We can't even suck right and be the team that gets the Trevor Lawrence or whoever. Was that a reception? What just happened there?
I don't think so. The ball ended up on the ground.
Like, you don't understand what I'm saying? Like, we haven't been the worst team that whole time. We're just bad enough to be number 2, number 3, number 5, but we still suck.
It's the Jet way.
The Jet way. And you want to know why that is? Because we win games like this. This is what we do every fucking year. We win these games, and we take ourselves out of getting that number 1 overall pick. That's how bad we really suck. Look at Bailey Zappi running around.
That was a design play. That was so weird because it looked like he just totally planned.
Tony Alexio with the GreenBean Mania and his chaos package. I love this guy. You're the best, Tony. You really are.
His chaos package.
Yeah, it's a great way to say it. Longest playoff drought. Oh, that's not the right comment. Longest playoff drought in professional sports. Yet still haven't had
Never
the
top pick.
Yeah, always a bridesmaid.
Pathetic.
It's pathetic. It's even worse than sucking and getting the first overall pick. Look at that. Quinn takes Bryce Huff out. Nobody's catching him. Oh, he's going to get the penalty. No.
The Colts, the Indianapolis Colts only had to suck for 1 year to tank and get Peyton.
That's right.
I mean, Andrew Luck. They only had to tank 1 year to get Andrew Luck.
Yeah, right. Look at that. Diving fools. Look at this. Look at these guys. This is great. Hennessy says, the streak is over. Yay! Tomorrow. Oh, fuck. We blew it. Yeah.
We totally blew any chance of getting a start.
Oreo checking in. There's no guarantee JD will pick the right player in the top 10. I mean, there's no guarantee he won't then. You know what I'm saying, Oreo?
The bottom
Like-
line is, I
Yeah.
want a chance at Joe Alt. Watch
Right. That's who we want. You understand? I like it's a solid point, Oreo. Like that's the whole thing. It's a solid point, but you still have a significantly greater chance of getting a blue chip player, one of those guys that just like is guaranteed, almost guaranteed. It just sucks when you start picking quarterbacks, right? Because then you don't know. Because quarterbacks people reach for. Like if you just look at like player rankings, quarterbacks that go as the 3rd overall pick, as far as the best player in the draft, they could be 15th. You know what I mean? But they're a quarterback, so they get taken up there. But as far as the draft position giving you a better chance at a blue chipper, there's no doubt. The thing is, Joe Douglas, what's the highest pick he's had for with us? 4. When he had a top 5 pick, he picked Sauce Gardner. When he had a top 10 pick, he picked Garrett Wilson. Becton was the 11th, right? And I understood the pick, even though if you look back, I think what I said, and it's on tape. If you go to Ryan's channel and look at the first Talking Jets draft, when the pick was up, I said it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. Now, when he went, when they said Becton, did I understand it? Yes, because Wirfs was a right tackle. Now, could he move over? Was he athletic enough? Yeah, probably, but nobody knew. But so it was like I understood why. Like he chose to swing for the fences with Becton. That's what he chose. If Becton never gets hurt, he's dominant.
But anybody can go back into the years and pick draft picks that were huge successes in the late rounds.
Right.
That's not a debate. We took JJ at 26. We took Breece Hall in the 2nd round. We all understand that. It's statistics. Statistically, you have a much better, especially when you're looking for a tackle that could be plug and play.
Right.
There's not many tackles that could step into the NFL and plug and play. This draft, we're very lucky. We have 2 guys that are like Sewell level prospects.
Yep.
We have 2 of them. 2 guys who could step in at right tackle that look like they're better than most NFL tackles right now. And that's all I'm saying is like,
that's it. Right. Right. They said there's no guarantee anywhere, but I'm going to tell you something. Just like Jeremy's saying, we have a definite need, undeniable need. It just so happens there are 2 guys in a similar capacity. The last time the Jets had the number 1 overall pick, 1997, there was Orlando Pace and Walter Jones. We decided to trade out of the number 1 pick. All we got was a 3rd, a 4th, and a 7th. Okay. To trade back to 6. Orlando Pace was taken 1st. Walter Jones was taken 3rd or 4th. And then we took James Farrier. Walter Jones and Orlando Pace are in the Hall of Fame. James Farrier is not. You see what I'm saying? Like it was very, very easy to see that. Now we had Jumbo Elliott on the team, so I get it. Look at Breece. He wants that 1,000 yards.
He wants it. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're giving him a shot.
Yeah. So like again, like it all makes sense. We're kind of splitting hairs here, Oreo. But the truth is, again, when Joe Douglas had top 10 picks, he fucking knocked it out of the park. Just saying. And let me just share with you, people say, oh, well, it's easy with a tie. Is it? Because that was not the first cornerback taken, and it was not the first wide receiver taken. So just saying. There were guys that were chosen before the guys we took. Go, Breece.
Yeah.
Get that first. There he goes.
It is absolutely true that somewhere in the draft is potentially, out of the first round, is potentially a tackle that's going to be a starting tackle right away and be very good. But that's one out of a list and you don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
Versus we got 2 that are going to start next season at left tackle.
Look, the guy untied Breece's shoelace. Did you see that on that run? Look at this. His 11 season average, 11.6 today, 20. I know. Did the idea that his average is 11.6 rushes a game? He should have 2,000 yards, this kid. Throw it to Gibson. Yeah, 3 yards.
It's going to be very different. It's going to be very different next year. As long as we plug in some of that offensive line and get Aaron Rodgers plays the season, Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, it's going to be a very different story for them.
Yeah, yeah. Oreo says in the Jets Bible, where is that? Can I have a copy of that? Because I'm going to tell you something, Oreo. While I technically agree with you, this is the only time in 20 years that beating the Pats helps them. And that's what we're going to do. All the times that it meant something, we didn't beat them.
It's so amazing.
Throw it to him. There he goes. Oh, Brees with a nifty catch.
Wow, what a catch.
Laying the shoulder. That's right.
Hackett is in the booth right now saying, he can catch that?
Look how good he is. Holy shit. I had no idea.
Why didn't they tell me?
Look at this catch.
Wow. That he's special.
He is.
Superstar. He's a superstar.
Everybody were making excuses why everybody's dropping the ball in the snow. Not Brees. Brees is making acrobatic circus catches. Look at him.
It's a freaking
Just keep
super-
rushing. I want to see Brees get 1,000 today. I don't care. 75 rushes. Who gives a shit? Give it to him. Run, Brees Hall. Another nothing. Got to break a hole.
Maybe what they're testing out this week is let's see if Brees can be a complete workhorse. Is he totally ready for next year to be that guy? 3 down, 25 to 30 carries a game. Is he ready to be that guy?
Yeah. Tippmann carted off. It's an ankle. That's terrible.
If it's an Achilles?
No, it's not. It's ankle. Well, that's what they said about Aaron Rodgers too. So who knows?
No, ankle is Achilles though, right? I mean,
well, yes, it's in the same area, yes, but who knows?
oh, but you're saying ankle like sprain, hopefully.
Yeah. They say I don't. Who knows? Who knows, man? It could be an Achilles.
Oh God,
We've had a number of them. 3 of them this year. 3 Achilles. Timeout Jets. 8:52 left in this exciting nail biter. Oreo says, "Guess I'm old school. I have some pride in my team." Well, don't see that's a shot, Oreo, saying we don't have pride in the team. We have pride in the team. We're looking long term. Again, when you look over the years of the Jets, again, we haven't gotten the number 1 pick, yet we've sucked just as bad as anybody who has, because we win games like this. This is why. We beat the Commanders for no fucking reason. We beat the Patriots in the last game of the year when it benefits them. That's what we do. That's how bad we really suck. I'm with you. I don't want to lose to New England ever. But today happens to be the only game that it would benefit them, which is where my struggle comes. Again, I don't judge you for, I get it. I'm with you, buddy.
But I just don't understand why people can't be okay with other people disagreeing without taking shots at them.
Yeah, I know. He's a little jab, a little jab to Billy from Oreo. Hennessy, Garrett Wilson walked into the locker room. Yeah, maybe you didn't see that play. He got hurt because we're throwing him out there in the snow. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. If he would have caught that and brought it back,
that would have been hilarious.
We would have been cracking up. This guy Oreo would have been like jumping out the window.
Yeah. I'm not alone. Again, I'm with it. I'm Cheering for the Jets to win, but yet I still hope that they lose. But they're not gonna, dude. They're gonna win this game. There's never been a question in my mind.
We have not rooted against the Jets on any play this game.
No. Except we laugh when the Patriots do something good. It's funny.
Well, it's easier. It doesn't hurt as much as when it matters and you're losing something over it.
Kev Chada checking in says Salah's going to use it today to look at Brownlee. Oh no, that's not. Who is that? It's who the hell is it? Cobb. Oh my God. What's he doing out there?
That
Garrett Wilson's out.
It might be his last reception of his career. No?
Yeah, it might be. We're going to keep throwing it to him. Salah's going to use today to get an extension. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Trying to just stack wins, dude. Don't forget, they don't ask you how you did it. They ask you how many. So this is one in Salah's pocket.
That catch
wants to win.
That catch is going to be why they re-sign him.
Yeah, Cobb. Look, he's clearly still got it. Here we go. Going to put it up to 9. Still can't get in the end zone, everybody.
Setting the stage for a touchdown or bust for New England.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. Harry W. specifically said, if we're going to win 31-3, beat them up bad. He specifically said, but don't win an ugly, disgusting field goal game. That basically you get the win, you lose the draft pick, you help New England, and you don't even get to say that you beat them. Like you beat them in an ugly snow. Like it's still a bad game. Like you can't tell me this game is going to make them feel great about themselves going into the next
right.
game.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerbo has a great point. You bet your ass. If this was a win and you're in, we'd be getting demolished, embarrassed. Right. That's we've seen that before.
Yeah.
Last time, 2015.
Mm.
No, last time was last year, dude. We could have won any of those games, and we were in the playoffs at 8 wins last year. We would have been in the playoffs. We couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
So, again, here we are.
We could have won that.
Debo has a good comment here, Jeremy. He says, if you're not competing for championships, you need to suck and stockpile premium assets. It's the most efficient way to become a championship team. Rooting for minutes wins is short-sighted. That's kind of how I see it. And again, I don't root for losses when we're mathematically in it. I don't give a shit that it's 1%. I still root. I still want to win. I want to try for it. But now every year, except for last year, we do this. We do it every year. We collect a few wins and get ourselves back out of the position that we can draft the guy we really need, and we take somebody else and he's not as good. That's what we do. So many times.
Yep. Adam Gase, as soon as we were eliminated the first year he was the coach, what did we win? 6 out of the last 7 games?
We were 8-2 to finish the season.
Yeah.
After going 1-8 or whatever the hell it was.
Right. Now we're mathematically
1-6.
Now we're mathematically eliminated. Let's win as many games as we can to make sure we don't get a premium pick. And I'm sure we all remember and are so grateful and thankful for every one of those wins. It means so much to us now.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that? We haven't. What I saw come. We haven't beaten him in 8 years, and you're rooting. Style points. No, what Jeremy's saying. So you're not hearing Rolig. He's not saying. It's just saying like if you're gonna win and you go out there and you like win, like you win and you look good doing it. Then it can feel like the whole thing about like being good for the for the young players and all that shit. If you go out there and you look good, it says, you know what, dude? Yeah, we had some hurdles and stuff, but we ended the season strong. Like doing it this way, just kind of not sucking the worst in a game. What does it really do? Do you feel great after it?
Yeah, like if it was Izzy that had 100-something yards, if it was Izzy that had
right.
I mean,
and McDonald gets 2 sacks and a fumble, and that right.
Right, Breece Hall,
what it is.
Breece Hall needed a 100-yard game to be good next year for his confidence.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him. I'd like to see him get that 1,000 yards. Why not? Yeah, sure, I'm in.
But like, if they won this game 31-something, and Gibson caught a touchdown and over 100 yards receiving, or Brownlee, like make it matter. Make it be guys that, oh wow, we have guys for the future. Maybe that got confidence. They could do it in the NFL. What does an ugly game like this do?
Yeah. What does it do? It ends the streak, so there's that, and that's important.
It ends the streak, which is nice. That's the best part of it.
Yeah, it's the best part of it.
But man, at least we could do. Yeah, I want style points. I want to at least have it be a positive. This win is
Jamie and Sherwood with the big hit.
This win isn't a positive to me. A win like this is basically the same problem that we've had all year. It's that we're relying on only our defense to win games. And at the end of the day, we're not going to get far doing that.
Yeah. Hennessy says, Jeremy and GreenBean, if you guys had a chance to attend JD end of the season press conference, what's 2 questions you guys would ask Joe or Salah?
Oh, my God.
Oof. I don't know if it means anything. They don't give you any real answers. They just speak in kind of coach speak. They speak in general terms. And, oh, look at this trickery. Bryce Huff almost blows it up, doesn't? Cuts inside. Yeah, it's a couple yards. Jamie and Sherwood with the pop. Right, like I'd like to see Sherwood out there. Just play Sherwood the whole game. You know what I mean? Oh, we got a real fight. Quincy Williams with his helmet off. Quincy Williams, everybody. Oh, another fight. That's right. Why are you hitting CJ Mosley? He's trying to break it up. That guy's a jerk. He's so mad. Let's see what happens. Look, he's got his face mask. What the fuck are you doing?
What the hell?
How do you not get a penalty for taking someone's face mask and pulling it off, pulling their helmet off their head?
It's ridiculous.
That's right. So I don't know, Hennessy. I might ask Joe Douglas if he's going to understand that he's the GM of the Jets and not the Ravens or Niners or Eagles or Packers, and really overcompensate at positions he's seen the last 2 years with our team get decimated at. Are you going to, for once, has it sunk in your? This is what I would say, Joe. I have one question for you. Has it sunk in your head yet that this is not the Ravens or the Eagles or the Packers, or the anywhere else, that this is a snake-bitten franchise, and that you need to overcompensate at positions you've seen for the last 2 years your team get decimated by? Do you plan to compensate for that? Go, well, it's, you got to think, we thought we had a good plan going into this. Really? I'd say, excuse me, was your good plan depending on 2 injured tackles that were injured throughout training camp and for the last 2 years? Was that the good plan? And then you drafted an injured tackle in Carter Warren. Was that what your plan was? And then you start talking. I'd say, wait, excuse me. I wouldn't let him talk. That's the problem, Hennessy. That's why I'm not a reporter.
I would ask Salah, I'd say, is there any point, like, if you learned this year, and if you look back, do you see that when one of your offensive linemen or tackles is being dominated, that you need to step in, even though you don't run the offense as the head coach, and demand that offensive lineman be given help?
Right. Or if you see that your offense has been for 4 weeks straight completely inept, do you think that maybe you should change something? Whether it's firing said offensive coordinator like the Bills and Steelers did to great effect, or just going over there and saying, excuse me, do this and this and this now. Stop doing what you want to do. It's not working. Can you do that? Any thoughts?
I think JJ gets the sack on that, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. That was an aggressive sack, too. Here comes Gippy. Gippy splitting the seam. Oh, bouncing around. Getting corralled. Okay. By Brown, the guy starting to fight. Okay, so Jonathan Francois checking in here, Jeremy. He says, I have no faith with Salah as coach. Hope he proves me wrong next year. Also, JD is going to go all in this offseason and mortgage the future. Hope we win next year because it will get ugly if we don't. I don't know. I mean, I know that's a fear people have expressed. But what has he done to – I mean, I understand what you're saying, like about if his job's on the line, what does he give a shit about the next 3 years of first-round picks, right? I get it, but he's done nothing up to this point to signify that he would do that. So I don't know, but I hear you. Salah's – oh, look at Brees. There he goes. 9 more, 8 more for the Breester.
He's something special. I've loved him since the day we drafted him, man.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy for this kid.
Hell yeah.
I love
3 minutes left in the Jags game. The Titans still up by 8 with the ball.
This is what gives me the most hope for the Jets, is when you have a guy like Brees Hall, if you get any kind of quarterback play and the offensive line just gets average, close to average.
That's all you need.
I'd
go for dominant, though. I'd be drafting offensive linemen in every round.
Oh yeah. I mean, if our offensive line is a decent offensive line with Aaron Rodgers, Brees Hall is going to be unstoppable. Just going to clear out the freaking box because Aaron Rodgers is there. They can't stack the box. And that's it.
Look at that, Jerry. Look at this stat. The Jets, the next closest team playoff drought is 5 years less than us.
Amazing.
Jonathan, I don't know, buddy. I'm with you. It's going to get ugly. If Joe Douglas starts trading the picks from future years, it better work. That's all I'm saying. Because nothing matters if you win the Super Bowl. Nothing. You saw the Rams do it. Who cares, right?
Yeah, if you win the Super Bowl, you're forgiven for whatever happens afterwards. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Let's delay a game.
Brees fighting for 2 more. Does he get the first? Becton thinks so. Gibson thinks so. 4th down. The refs don't think so. Wild Wave checking in. Yay, we beat an expansion team and gave New England their quarterback. I know. I hear you, Sugar Plums. I do. But the game's not over yet. It's still 4 minutes. Jets can blow this. The positive is we break the streak today. If we win, I'm going to be happy about it. And then we'll see where we are in the draft. Maybe we don't go down any. Who knows? Tennessee won. That helps us. Or they didn't win yet, but they're winning. They look like they can win. That's a big one.
Going for it on fourth.
Going for it on fourth. Giving it to Brees. He's got no shot. Not a shot in hell. New England gets the ball. 3:37 left.
You see, that's important. We learned that Hackett continues his streak of making horrendously dumb, bad decisions for fourth down.
Yeah. Let's not block the Gibson with a terrible block on Jabril Peppers. That's what it was.
Yep.
Gibson misses the block.
Missed his assignment.
That's it.
But personnel-wise, why do you go with Gibson then?
Why do you have your littlest, tiniest fella out there on 4th and down with an assignment to block the safety? Why?
Right. Why
isn't that Irv Charles?
Lazard or Charles, yeah.
Yeah, Lazard's inactive, but right. Charles Brownlee, one of the bigger, stronger guys. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God, some sort of weird flea flicker.
And he gets
down already. His knee was down. That's a McDonald's sack. That's a McDonald's sack. Sack of fries.
They're showing Sherwood.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was McDonald. Look, McDonald's got him. Look, he hits him. He takes him down, and his knee is down. That's a McDonald's sack.
McDonald's. Honey, get me.
That's why it's okay to get a second for Bryce Huff.
Honey, get me a double.
With 2% of the plays, McDonald comes in and makes a sack. That's why. Jason Edwards says, this win is such a soul crusher. This victory ends a streak, but 9-3. Seriously, JD's mismanagement, A-Rod's injury was football malpractice. I agree. Oh, and it's a pick by Ashton Davis. Oh, my goodness. Here he goes. You don't want to go. That's a fumble by Ashton Davis. And the Pats get it back.
Did they?
It looks like it. And he's hurt, though. Oh, I'm scared to hurt, boy. Get up! Get off the field.
Your ball hurt me.
I'm so hurt. That's what you get for trying to milk the teat there, Ashton Davis. That was the Pats' most positive play of the game.
An interception and then fumble.
Look at this. Boop. Great pick. Great pick by Ashton Davis. I'm going to get up and keep running. Unless they say he was down there. Oh, he was going to pitch it back to Sauce.
He was
going to pitch it to Sauce, Jason. Oh, wow. They smashed heads hard, dude.
How do you make a mistake like that? Like, if this game mattered, how do you look to pitch the ball?
I know, right? Go down, you moron.
You're up by 6 points in the fourth quarter. What are you doing?
Just take it. I know. He should have slid on the ground with his, said, yay. Like, we're almost in victory. We get one first down. We're in victory pose.
Yeah. So dumb.
It's crazy.
That makes you think the tank is on.
It does make you think. It makes you think. Jonathan says, oh, my effing God, we are pathetic. LOL. It's the craziest, man. Let's see. V-Man checking in says, GreenBean, how do you feel about this game? Win or loss? I want a W because I don't know if Bill coaches again. I think his unwillingness to take a demotion and lack of quality opportunities will keep him out. Bill Belichick demotion? I don't know about that. But I don't care, V-Man, at this point. I was, hoping for a loss, but I don't really. If the Jets win, great. You know what I mean? England don't know how to win. They're not trying to win. I'm going to tell you right now. They're not trying to win. It's just the only thing that sucks, V-Man, and I've said it a bunch of times, not to repeat myself and everything. But the only problem I have is that when it meant something over the past 20 years, we couldn't barely beat this team. During Rex, we had a couple of really good wins. And the one win in 15 was big. But we haven't been able to beat them when it matters. This benefits New England. And here we are doing it. So it just bothers me. Yeah. Oh, Tony Adams with the pick.
That almost looked like a mistake on his parts. Like he looked like he didn't know what
He's
happened.
like, holy shit, this ball's in my
looked-
hands.
The ball got to me somehow. The ball's in my gut.
Yeah. Another
It looks
pick.
like
This is wonderful.
Some innocent bystander got hit with a football. That's what that looked like.
Look at all the Jets. Look how happy they are. What is oh, they're trying to, they can't even get their dance right. Look, no, you guys go there. What are we doing? Sauce. So, everybody, shake hands. Go down. What's going on? Look at this. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. It's embarrassing.
That's the worst celebration I've ever seen. Ever.
I've never seen a worse celebration.
Just so you know, Bailey Zapp is having a hell of a game. 9 for 26 for a 34% completion rate, 65 total yards, 2.5 yards per pass attempt, 2 interceptions, 6 sacks, 49 yards lost from sack, 11.4 rating.
What does Trevor Siemian have?
Not better than 11.4. Let's see. His quarterback rating is 50. He's 8 for 20, 40%, 70 yards, no interceptions, no touchdowns, 1 sack.
Wait, say that. I'm sorry. I wasn't even listening. I asked you and then I didn't listen. What'd you say?
Simeon looks like, a Hall of Famer next to Bailey Zapp. He's 8 for 20 for 40%, 70 yards, 3.5 per attempt.
70 yards?
No, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, though. 1 sack with a 50.
Like a Zach Wilson game.
50.0 yeah. Pretty much no turnovers, and our defense gets you the win.
Matt Malillo says, we're a fucking, thank you, V-Man. He says, we're a effing joke. We give New England their franchise guy, and we'll take the 12th pick. I don't think we're going to go back that far, but let's see. Let's see what happens here.
God, Ryan must be just having a freaking field.
The Titans won. That helps us. Let's see if Tank is on. The Titans win. Right?
That gets Pittsburgh into the playoffs.
That puts Pittsburgh in the playoffs. Every year they figure it out.
Yep.
Every friggin' year, that team. That's the game. So how far is Brees from 1,000 at this point?
Let's look. Do the math. Derek Carr had a great game, by the way. I mean, it's against Atlanta. Just letting you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody says that. Oh, we would have got. I would have been happy with Derek Carr's performance this year. By the way, it would have been great here.
So, let's see.
That's fine by me.
812 yards rushing plus 112 right now. So 916, 928.
928. Wait, what did I ask?
928 rushing yards for Brees Hall as of right now.
928 yards. He ain't gonna make it, friends. He ain't gonna make it. Ryan with the positive spin. This gives Bill his last loss as a New England coach. There you go. There you go. And that's if it even happens. Again, I don't know, man. It's like he got a multi-year extension. Okay. But it's not in the bag for me. So I don't know. I don't know what this all means. In Bill, we trust. They seem ready. Belichick ain't going nowhere. See? They love him. They want him to stay. I'll tell you what, though. He's not done as well without Brady, huh? All right, give it to Brees. Pop it off for 50 yards, Brees. That's what we need. Pop it off, Brees. He's going to fucking do it, Jeremy.
Holy
He's going to pop it off for 50. He's doing it.
Holy shit.
That's what we want. Yeah. It's all about Brees Hall. Let's see what they do for a celebration. They're all sliding around. They're jumping over each other. They're rolling around. Look at Kraft. He's like, they did it for us. Thank you. Time to leave.
I just want to say, I was calculating before that play, he had 1,519 yards from scrimmage. It looks like he's going to break 1,600 yards from scrimmage altogether.
Oh, I love it. That gets him real close to 1,000, though.
How far was
still
that?
Not enough. That's 50 yards.
Wow. Let me give you the math.
That's 78, isn't it? 978. That's 1,000 for me. That's 1,000 for me. Tom Cahill checking in says, how many Jets fans knew there? 100% of us. I knew they were going to win. Did anybody have any question? We said it before. There's no way we're losing this game. Again, I'm happy. Let the Jets have some fun. Now it's 15. Okay, we got in the end zone. Brees Hall's getting over 1,600 yards. Look at Bob Kraft's leaving. He don't care.
He has 990.
No way.
990.
Run it in. Get him this last 2. Look, we're going for 2 just to try to get Brees that much closer. Give it to Brees. Yep. And he gets a 2 yards.
He gets that? That counts?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
Maybe it doesn't special on extra point.
I'll let you know.
990 for Brees. Kraft's heading out. He's got business to do, like Q says here. He's got something to take care of real quick. Oh, man. I wish there was a way for him to get that last 10 yards.
Oh, my God. Hey, man.
Point conversions don't count. Yeah, that sucks.
On this offense, that's incredible.
That's the positive for me. Brees Hall getting does he have over 1,600 all purpose?
Yeah. Let me see.
Beautiful.
990 plus.
Billy, is that all purpose yards 174 or is that rushing? It can't be rushing, right? That's got to be all purpose. But he doesn't have that many passing. Let me see.
990 plus. 990 plus. Let's see, where the hell is it?
He's got 174 on the ground. Holy shit. That's crazy. Plus, he's got 12 more in the air. That's all he did in the air today.
Right. So that's 990 plus 591.
I hope the Jets get the ball back and give Brees Hall that 10 yards. That's all I want out of this whole game. Brees to break the 1,000. Kill this guy. Get a fumble. Everybody hit the ball. It came out. Holy shit. Dude, they did it. They're doing it for Brees. Come on, guys. Come on.
He has 1581 for scrimmage. We need this.
We need it. Just give the ball to Brees. Get him over 1,000. Hackett better not take him out now. Oh, they're going to say he was down.
Get out of here.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's out. No, it's out.
He lost possession.
It's out.
Yep.
It's out. It's out. They better throw the fucking flag, Sala, you wimp. No, they're not throwing the flag. Sala's the worst.
Oh, he's the worst.
He's the worst.
The worst.
He calls a timeout with 4 seconds left in the first half. Get the ball. Somebody get the ball. What a hit by C.J. Mosley. Okay, now I want to hurt people. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to hurt people.
Oh, my God.
There we go. Jonathan Francois says, everyone needs to relax with giving the Pats a franchise quarterback crap draft as a crapshoot. Have we learned nothing from Zach Wilson and Darnold? But I don't think you understand, Jonathan. We're not talking about the Jets. We're talking about the Patriots and what it would, how it would hurt the Jets.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, Bryce Huff goes over 10 sacks for the year.
Wow.
10.5 for Mr. Bryce Huff. Good. Maybe that'll get us a first-round pick if they let him go.
What is that? 7 sacks now?
Well, for Bryce Huff, it's 10,
No,
10.5.
7 for today, I mean.
Yeah. Maybe. That's right. I can't believe Sala didn't throw that flag, damn it. We got to get Brees 10 yards, guys. Make them punt it. Stop them. Do not go to victory pose. You must give him that 10 yards. Look at A-Rod. He's happy. Snowing is good.
10.5.
Second and 19. 50 seconds left. You must get Brees Hall that 10 yards. Come on. They're going to give him the first. They tried to punch the ball out. I love that. They all know. W wants a Huff tattoo. I say do it. Do it. Hurry up, man.
Timeout. We got 2.
Come on. Call the timeout. Get Bryce Huff to 10 yards. Come on, Clemens. What'd I say? Bryce Huff? Yeah, get him to 10 yards too.
Wow, man. We were just talking about how amazing Brees Hall was.
He's the best. E-Boog, let's go, boys. W all day. Next year, 20-0. Yep, there you go. Well, our bet is made, friends. Our bet is made. I want to see blood. 26 seconds to draw some blood.
I'll say one thing,
4th and 7. Get a pick, get down to the 30, and give Brees Hall that ball. Get a sack. Oh, he almost got that first.
He got the
He
first.
didn't, though. It's our ball. We got 18 seconds to get 10 yards, everybody. 18 seconds to get 10 yards.
Give him the ball. They're gonna go into victory formation because Salah's a cunt.
He is. He's got to know that he's 10 yards away, right? Somebody has to tell these idiots. They cannot go to victory pose. If they do, I'm going to be furious.
We never get to have a running back be a 1,000-yard rusher. It's been a long time, right?
They're going to kneel it, Jeremy. I already know this.
Dude, if we get just 10 more yards, it'll be the first 1,000-yard rush since Chris Iger.
What, since who?
No, Brees, we're going to fucking run it. They know. And we got 2 timeouts. Run, Brees. Oh, he's got 6 of them. Call that timeout, Salah. Salah! You fucking asshole!
Motherfucker!
What is wrong with you?
4 more.
4 more yards.
Shit.
I've never been so mad. I haven't been this pissed off since we lost the damn game against Rex in 2015. I'm not even kidding. I am pissed. 996 yards.
Come on, dude.
I am pissed.
Might as well just have gone to victory formation at that point. They gave us hope.
Why not call the timeout and get the kid his 1,000, man?
Wow.
He would have got it.
Oh.
I can't believe it, dude. Mensch, they look, they still know how to fucking hurt. In all of it, they found a way. There's nothing that would have bothered me today, Jeremy. Nothing. Except getting Brees Hall to 996 yards and letting the last 13 seconds roll off the clock. I can't believe it. Mensch checking in. He said, I wish I could say it was fun, but it wasn't. Next year, I hope I see you this off. You'll see us. Well, you're going to be here. I can't believe it. Mensch.
God.
Talk about making it unfun. They 996 yards. I hate Robert Saleh. I hate Hackett. You can call it. Why can't they call a timeout, Eddie? Why can't you call a time? They had 2. You can call a timeout with 13 seconds left.
Of course you can.
Why can't you?
And Belichick would have understood what it was. There wouldn't have been any accusations of.
I would even venture to say Belichick would say, let him get it. Just fucking let him run it. I mean, I actually thought, dude, Matt, I actually thought when they decided to run that play, I actually believed for a split second that Robert Saleh got it. He doesn't. They don't get it. Nothing could have bothered me, Jeremy.
Unfreaking real.
Look, except for Puka Nacua needs 4 receptions and 29 yards to break a record for rookies. And that was a guy we wanted in the draft. I just hate it. I hate it all. Why are you putting shit up? What are you doing?
I was trying to help.
No, don't help me. I got to time these things.
Oh, okay,
Even then, Salah has no situation. Right, Jason.
Unbelievable. He robbed us of the best part of that.
The one drop of joy I could have gotten out of this. And the fact that he was 70 yards away or whatever it was. Look at that. Oh, the Panthers suck so bad. That's why I thought it was a touchdown. Look at this. And it go, oh my God. And they get oh my God. I know, but that's just so painful. But like, you know what I mean? Like, and then to see Brees rip it for 50 and get us right there. And then we get the ball back and run it. And he gets 6 more and he needs 4.
Just call the timeout and give him the ball again.
Look at Derek Carr with 4 touchdowns. Everybody, 48 points. Tell me when Zach's done that, and then we'll have the conversation. So sick of it all. This season. F you, salad. I'm with you, Gerbo. Right? Hey, Kelvin, do you remember when Herm Edwards did that? It's funny because it was right before we traded him to the Chiefs. His final press conference of the year, like with his team, not his press conference, but his final speech with the team. He said, "We're 1-0 this year. Don't forget it." You know, Herm. 1-0 team. And then they're like, "Yeah, that's great. We were traded to the Chiefs."
Can we take the one thing? I know he robbed us of the 1,000-yard season, but
yes,
I want to say, you know, we were very worried about Brees Hall before the season started. You never know with a running back. He wasn't just a standard ACL. There was a lot of damage to his knee and his leg. He came back, and he looked like we know now, and this one season, as bad as it was, we've learned without question that we don't just have a good running back. I think that we have the running back.
Yeah, no doubt.
Honestly, don't feel that way.
No doubt. Right, Kevin. Gerbo, Herm, I'm telling you. Hey, come here, buddy. I love you. Good season.
Good to see you, dude.
Been rough. Yep, sorry, kid. I fucking dragged this kid into the most painful sports situation of all time.
I could be a Ravens fan.
I tried to make, dude. I bought this kid Ravens pajamas. I mean, his whole childhood, he was covered in purple. He just wouldn't have it. He forced it. You know what? So fuck you. It's your own damn fault.
He wanted to be like that. He wanted to be like his dad.
I'm telling you, know what it was? I made the mistake of bringing, because like in 2010, my son you were born in 2007, right? So he was 3 years, 2008?
How did you?
I don't know. Ask your mother what year you were born. I don't even know your birthday. So all I know is one of them is the 1st of March and one is the 2nd. I always forget which ones. Whenever I go to like pick up a prescription, they're like, "What's the date of birth?" I'm like, try this. That's what I say. Try March 1st, 2006. They're like, "Nope." I'm like, 7? Nope. March 1st, 2009. I don't know. But yeah, man, I brought him to the South Florida Jetsfan Club. The last 2 games of the playoffs. So it was the Jets versus the who was that? The Colts. We beat we beat the Colts. No, it was you know what it was? It was 2010. It was when we beat the Colts and then beat the Patriots. And we were at the South Florida Jets fan club, and there was like 200, 300 Jet fans in this place in the middle of Florida. And the energy was palpable. And that poor kid just got, like, wow, this is the most exciting thing. He was like, I'm a Jets fan right from there. I tried. I tried to make him a Ravens fan, but poor kid, here he is. Oreo says, you have to ask, who's worse, Salah or Gase? I think Gase. I think Gase is the worst coach you've ever had. And that includes Kotite. Yeah, I think Gase was the worst. Like, here's the thing, Oreo. And there's another one, Todd Bowles. You'll be out week 1 of the playoffs anyway. But here's the thing. He's a horrible coach. 8-8, they get in the fucking, or whatever it is, 9-8, and they're in the playoffs. It's bullshit. But here's the thing. You tell me what other coach you've ever seen, and I mean any team of all time, that while their team is on the field playing, is sitting on the bench by himself writing in a notebook. And we've seen it numerous times. I've never seen that in my life, and I couldn't believe it was happening. Now, meanwhile, his quarterback, Sam Darnold, is on the other side of the bench with no quarterback coach because Gase didn't hire one, and no real offensive coordinator because he didn't hire one because Gase was all those things. So Sam Darnold sitting on the bench by himself, Gase is on the other side of the bench by himself, and the team is playing. That's how bad Gase was. So I think we still got it. It doesn't mean much, but that's how I think Gase is.
And I will argue, although that's it's an excuse, but that is a more valid excuse for Sam Darnold than anything that you can ever give as an excuse. A young quarterback is supposed to have a coach or a coordinator, first of all season long, practice, all that. But during the game, there's supposed to be somebody with him pointing out what the defense is doing and what he needs to be working on. And to not have that is inexcusable.
Yeah, it's the truth. Inexcusable. And the idea that he thought he was going to be all those things. I'm the quarterback. And he hired, what the fuck was that guy's name? That shitty offensive coordinator looked like Patton Oswalt. What was his name?
Oh, fuck, what was his name?
Can't remember his name.
It was just the guy.
Wait, what was it? What was his name? What was the offensive coordinator's name that we had here?
Come on, people.
Yeah, Lou Holtz sucked, Joe G, but he was also a great coach. You know what I mean? Lou Holtz was a great college coach. We brought him to the Jets, and he tried to make a fight song. I mean, that's what he did. Crazy. What was that guy's name? Our offensive coordinator. I just can't remember. Let's see.
I'm trying to look it up.
Wait. Yeah, what was his name? Loggins. Darryl Logan.
Darryl Logans. Yeah. 9 and okay.
Dowell. What a dumb name. You know what I mean? Who names their kid Dowell? I'm just kidding. If anybody's out there named Dowell, I just don't. I'm just playing.
You didn't like Jeremy Bates before?
Jeremy Bates, the guy that we fucking hired from the woods. Again, Todd Bowles, dude. 3 offensive coordinators in 4 years. Well, Salah's not. I mean, if he ended up firing Hackett, he would be the same thing. 3 offensive coordinators in 4 years. We have 2. Rex Ryan had 3 offensive coordinators in 6 years, but Bowles 3 and 4 is unheard of. He's doing the same thing down in Tampa. Dowell Logans. Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's the truth. We had a great plan. It just didn't, the idea that Greg Knapp got run over, but you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy bad luck.
I'll tell you. Jeremy Bates was better than Hackett. I'll agree with that, Stanley. No doubt.
Yeah. Hackett might be, because even Dowell was just a puppet. So Hackett might be the worst offensive coordinator we've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really.
Yeah, Hackett's no joke. Dude, look, again, I'll say it one more time. The fact that he didn't know that Breece Hall was a potent piece of the passing game is one thing. That's idiot level stuff. The fact that he would go into a press conference and say that out loud shows that he is so dumb. That's not something you admit. You just kind of move forward using them. But look, again, they showed it. Breece Hall's average carries per game this whole year was 11.6. Today he had how many carries? 37? Jeez. Let me see what his final numbers were. 37 for 178. That's what he had. 37 rushes for 178 yards after having 11.6 average per game. That is a travesty, a complete mismanaging of your offensive weapons. It's a joke, dude. And then to say it out loud, like I said, okay, look, Browns, Bills, Steelers, I don't even know. I'm hoping the Bills beat the Dolphins just so they don't win the division.
If Miami wins, I think the Bills are out, right?
No, that says that they just clinched it by some other wins. Yeah.
Because Jacksonville lost. because Jacksonville.
That, right. So that was the thing. It's like, even though I want the Bills to beat Miami, so Miami doesn't win the division, I still would love to see the Bills not make it. That'd be sweet. You're welcome, Bradigan. We love having you here, brother. That's a true statement.
You're the best, Bradigan.
Yeah, man. Phil Adams, Gase knew he was a clown. Salah doesn't. I don't know if Gase knew. Oh, you see, you know what? That's an interesting statement, because remember when Gase at the end, he said, I think we didn't do a good job developing Sam Darnold. You think? And he finally said that. So maybe he did know he was a joke. I'm with you, Gang Green 44. I hate the Dolphins. I hate them more than anybody. Like, not than anybody else. I mean, than any team. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Men says you all hated Schott, but he was the last offensive coordinator to make the playoffs. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Schottenheimer blew in many respects, as did Sanchez. I mean, that's a whole thing. But Schottenheimer, dude, what he did, like in that AFC Championship game with the Steelers, number one, not utilizing Santonio Holmes more than he did. He did have a touchdown, so that's great. But like, Santonio Holmes was pissed. Like, he was the most motivated guy on our team to beat that fucking team, the Steelers, and we barely used him. You know, it's like, and then like, how about that drive? Again, I don't want to keep talking about it, but that drive that we ran the ball all the way down the field, up there, down their throats. They were on their heels. They were huffing and puffing. We get down to the 3-yard line and we start passing the ball. Why?
Yeah. I'll tell you, his father was a hell of a coach, though.
Oh, yeah.
Think
about this. He got fired after having a 14-2 record.
Unbelievable.
Because
of a fumble for San Diego Chargers and a bad interception kind of call. Like they screwed him on that. But also, how do you fire a coach that's 14-2 because he lost to Tom Brady and Belichick and the Patriots?
I know, but the problem is that he never wins in the playoffs, and that goes all the way back to KC. You know what I mean? Like, he just can't seem to win in the playoffs. So I do get it, but it's like, again, 14-2. I'll take 14-2 if that's all we do every year. 14 wins, 13 wins, and you got a better shot. You're getting in every year. You got a shot.
Right, but then he replaced him with Norv Turner, who had already failed at 2 NFL teams as head coach.
Yeah, that was fun. Another one.
That's worse than what we do. That's worse than us.
Here we go. It's from Cadoza says, here's Cadoza's spin. Here we go. Let's see what Cadoza's thinking here. He says, it's the end of the season, 7-10 after losing A-Rod. Sucks, but I'm not hurting, and I'm not going to predict the future, but I still believe in next year. We still have free agency in the draft. Yeah, totally. I'm right there with you. I am. I'm right there with you. And the truth is, we did win 3 of the last 5, and we are 7-10. So we didn't go down. We didn't get worse from last year. But it still sucks.
And if we would have had Jacoby Brissett or Minshew as quarterback backups, we probably would have been contending for the playoffs.
So the Jets are currently at the 9th pick. Currently, we still have a couple games. The Chargers got to play, right? That could help us if they end up as they can't, because there'll be a 6-win team. That does nothing for us.
Nothing. We're screwed.
Yeah, we're stuck.
Yep.
We're stuck right here. Yep. Now, let's see. Minnesota, right. So they lost. Let me see. There's nobody that's going to jump us. Well, Chicago can jump us if the Raiders. If the Raiders lose, no, we would be worse than them, right? Because they won ahead, so that doesn't impact us. I don't know. Does the Bears? Does anyone knows? The Raiders can leap us. I don't know about that. They beat us head to head. Isn't head to head first? Let me see.
It goes by strength of schedule.
Strength of schedule is first.
Yeah.
Why am I confused on that? Head to head should be
according to Tankathon.
Let's see.
Strength of schedule is first. If you look, you can see everyone that's tied. It's based on strength of schedule, and that's what they highlight. We've been fighting about it all year, but I have had 3 people swear to me it's strength of schedule.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. That's crazy. I'm like, for some reason, I'm like.
That's why we were above the Giants at one point, even though we beat them head to head. And we had the same record.
Strength of schedule is first. That's right. I have that reversed in my brain. Wait, strength of schedule, and then strength of schedule are official tiebreakers. There's 14 rounds probably determined by playoff results. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I guess so. It should be head to head. That's what it should be. I mean, if they beat you, but I don't care. Whatever. Then let's fucking root for the Raiders to lose, or to lose. Yeah. Who the Raiders playing?
I don't know. I gotta look.
Let me see.
Who are they playing?
Who the Raiders playing today? The Raiders got the Bronx.
Oh,
Broncos are already in, right?
We need them to win somehow.
No, we need the Raiders. We need the Broncos to win.
Why? Don't we want the Raiders to get? We
want the Raiders to lose, so they stay as a 7-win team and jump us.
They would jump us. That's bad. We want the Raiders to win, so they're 8 wins.
Oh, right. Yeah. What the fuck's wrong? I'm backwards on everything.
I will shoot you.
Broken in the brain, guys. All right, go Raiders. Okay.
You want the Raiders to win?
Yeah, I'm completely flipped. Everything's flipped. I got a broken brain. Yeah, that's what I meant, Stanley. Totally.
The Raiders.
Yeah. I meant what I said, but I was flipped. I was just looking at it backwards. Crazy. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's right where we are. Disinfo every year, right? 9-11. Last year we were 13. And for everybody who says that pick doesn't mean anything, it's one spot. Don't forget, last year we traded back 2 spots and lost our tackle. So, let's not minimize this stuff. I just don't want to see JD trade up. Unless it's we can give Zach Wilson or something for that trade, something like that.
Right.
Now
the difference
I'm just beat up.
Exactly. Now the difference is we're talking about. Now the difference is we're talking about if we're going to get J.C. Latham.
I don't want J.C. Latham, dude.
I mean, as far as tackles are concerned, we could trade.
I don't want him.
Fuaga.
Yeah, I'd rather have Fuaga. I know J.C. Latham is super strong. I don't know. I don't like him. I don't. I got a lot more to watch, but I'm not liking him off the bat. I mean, he's strong and I get it, but
this is man. This is the price of winning. There's a price now. We're at it. I believe we're out of the Fasciano Joe Altsweet.
Oh, no doubt. There's no question in my mind. Both of those guys are gone. Do every damn draft, simulator that you can. You'll see. It's
get the simulator. Real life, we just know. Those are home run tackles. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way that there are going to be that many teams ahead of us that pass on a left tackle for the next 12 years.
Yep. Sorry for confusing you. I just literally I had it jump us. I don't know. I just had it backwards in my brain. That's all. I'm broken. It's been
it's hard to get used to the concept of when you're rooting against the team, you want to be ahead of them, then you're thinking you want them to win. That's a weird thing to be rooting. You know what I mean? It's weird in your brain to make that adjustment. You want the team to win to help you when you're trying to be in front of them in something. It's a weird, strange thing.
Yeah. I mean, usually I'm pretty good with it, but it's I don't know. I just flipped it for some reason this year. All right, guys. Well, listen, I thank you guys for a great season. As far as this is concerned, our camaraderie and everything, you guys are the best. And Jeremy, thank you for hanging with me all year. This is our 3rd year.
3rd year. 2nd full year, but 3rd year.
Yeah,
crazy.
There it goes. All right. Well, look, here we are.
We might do a playoff game.
Yeah, we might. It depends on who's playing who, but I'll probably watch the Dolphins or something next week. Maybe we do a live stream next week. Keep your eyes open for us. We'll probably do one, whether it's the Bills or the Fins, depending on what time and all that jazz. But yeah, hang out with us, guys. We love you. At least I do. I can't speak for Jeremy. He might not.
No, I love you. I love you all very much.
Yeah.
Dearly. I do.
But once again, the thing that pissed me off most about today wasn't the win. It was the fact that we had the 1,000 yards for Breece Hall in our hands, and we decided to let the clock run out. I hate it. I would have absolutely called that timeout. That fucking made me furious. With that all said, Jeremy, thank you. Don't forget, next Thursday, We are going to do 7 p.m. on Brooklyn Brothers Food Review. We're going to do, before the Thursday thick of it, we're going to do the last dab hot sauce challenge. See who handles it better, Jeremy or myself. I've never tasted it before. I have no idea. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I hope I'm more of a man than Jeremy. I feel like I am, but I don't know.
We'll see.
Jeremy does hot sauce more than me. What?
We'll see who's more of a man.
That's right. We'll see. With that all said, thank you, Jeremy. Don't forget to support Jet Chaos. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. Jeremy's channel's in the description. Go give him a follow. Subscribe to us. We were just under 12,000. Hopefully, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Get us over that 12,000 mark today and hit that like button on your way out. We thank you for a terrible season, but a great camaraderie all year. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time, everybody. No, he fakes it. He's setting them up. Throws it to fucking Conklin or Rucker. It's really just the Jets chamber pot. Oh, we suck at stuff. To Garrett Wilson.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch!
That was all Zach, everybody. Oh, Quinn gets him. Yeah! Yes! Look at this. Oh, yeah! A real live offensive touchdown. Got pressure. Run, you idiot. Here we go. Oh, that's a catch. That's a catch. All right, everybody. Garrett Wilson doesn't give a shit. Look at Zachy Poo, huh? Let's go, Zod. Gets it around the end. Run, little guy. Touchdown. Oh! Are you kidding me? I believe in Zod. Let's go, Jets.